Welcome into Waltonville High School on this January Tuesday night as the Jefferson County Basketball Showcase presents the Waltonville Spartans hosting the Christopher Bearcats in a high school boys basketball non-conference game. A very pleasant Tuesday evening wherever you may be listening in on 94.1 WMIX FM as well as MyWillersRadio.com. I'm Danny Czerwinski. I'll be bringing you the play-by-play of this upcoming game here tonight. Joining me alongside in a bit will be Mike Richardson. This pregame show is brought to you by Coach House Garages. If you're in need of a garage to protect your car or prized possessions, Coach House Garages has the building for you. Call Daryl Sheridan at 244-1061 for a free on-site estimate. Both teams in the locker room, still in the locker room right now, getting ready to come out on the floor to warm up as some homecoming festivities and introductions are being done. Mike, you and I talked about it before the game. This one between Waltonville and Christopher has the potential to be a pretty good little ball game tonight.
Absolutely. I think for Waltonville and their recent success, coming out of the gates a little slow, 0-6, but a tough schedule in that 0-6. Now they've turned on and they've won 6 out of the last 13 to be 6-13 on the year. Christopher Bearcats come in the night contest with a 9-8 record, and we all know about the Black Diamond Conference and their games with teams that they play against there. So I think these teams are evenly matched. We reminisced a little bit about last year's game. What a thriller it was here. And as I told you driving down, I'm thinking, hey, we might be going to Christopher tonight. I better step on a little bit, but I stopped the Waltonville to begin with, and it's back here this evening, so glad to be here.
That game last year you and I did was a pretty nice little ball game all the way down to the stretch because we remember Stanhouse from Waltonville last year making free throw after free throw after free throw, and Waltonville won a pretty close game, and we kind of expect that here again tonight.
Absolutely. Luke Stanhouse had a great ball game, and Christopher was ahead off and on most of that fourth quarter. Then they got into foul trouble and put them Spartans at the line, and Stanhouse was able to connect. And I believe it was 46-43 in a thriller, and that was a very good ball game for a big crowd that night, too, and we're going to have another one here on tap this evening.
Yeah, Tuesday evening, not a lot going on for the junior highs. They don't believe going on in Christopher or Waltonville. The junior high boys in Christopher may have a game. I'm not for certain. Big crowd on hand at Waltonville. Most of the seats in the bleachers are filled. A lot of people out in the concession stand as both teams yet to take the floor. So we're going to step out for our first break here on the Coach House Garages pregame show. Remember, you can follow us on Twitter at 94Sports or go to our Facebook page, WMIX Sports, for updates, score schedules, all the time of different things going on in the area of high school basketball and updates of information on games here that we do on WMIX as well, including all sports. We're going to step out and take that break that I mentioned. You're listening to the Jefferson County Basketball Showcase on WMIX.
A Coach House Garage is money well spent on craftsmanship that's sure to get compliments.
Don't cut corners on your garage. It adds value to your home. That's why you need to see the professionals at Coach House Garages. Choose from a variety of Coach House Garage designs, or they'll build one to your design. For a dealer near you, check the yellow pages in Mount Vernon, or go online to CoachHouseGarages.com.
More than just a garage. More than just a garage. It's a Coach House.
If your definition of local is Southern Illinois and adjacent states, pay no attention to this message. Hi, I'm Joe David Cummins, President of Community First Bank. Others advertise the message of being a local community bank. However, Community First Bank is the only local community bank exclusively serving Jefferson County with 5 locations and 5 ATMs. In short, loans and deposits stay local and benefit you.
Community First Bank with locations in Mount Vernon, Woodlawn, Dix, and Ina. Welcome back to Personal Banking. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
For more scores and insight, follow us on Twitter at 94Sports. Now back to the showcase on WMIX.
Welcome back to Waltonville High School. The Christopher Bearcats on the floor. Waltonville getting ready to come out. You're listening to the Coach House Garages pregame show. If you're looking for a garage builder, we'll build a quality garage at a fair price with a 5-year written warranty and financing available. And a Coach House Garage for you. Call Daryl Sheridan at 244-1061. For a free on-site estimate. Music blaring in the black background. The Waltonville Spartans have taken the floor here, and the Spartans come in to this game with a record of 6-13, Mike, and we'll talk about them first a little bit more in depth. The Spartans, as you mentioned, early losing streak to begin the year. It's a tough 2-point tip-off last week. Righted the ship with a big win against CORL at Odin, and really had a very good holiday tournament. Finished in fourth, a couple of big wins, but again, this team's starting to find their way here after a big win on Freeburg in the 7th place game on Saturday at the NIT.
I was distracted there for a minute. A young man in crutches walks by, and then they have a big crash right here. So both of them come up laughing, so hopefully everybody's okay. But a very good showing in that Setzer Holiday Tournament, a 2-2 record and 4th place. But they went on the right side of the bracket, and we thought that was a very good possibility of winning that first game. And, carried that momentum over that quarterfinal game, and they was able to get to the Final Four and make a good showing. Follow that up at Weber. And then again, that schedule there, they're still in the tail end of some of the commitments they've had from a few years ago. They've had Oakville, Century Oakville, and then they were in the Nashville tournament and ended up winning in the 7th place game that last night. So, Christopher here tonight, and a few winnable games down the stretch. They have Odin. That is another home game for the Spartans. They've always got their rematch with their big rival in Setzer. That game is home this year. Edwards County and Sisney and Wayne City will end up their home schedule. So some winnable schools, sort of that Mid-South, Midland Trail flavor now, and they'll be part of that. So getting those games in will be nothing new to them when they get into the conference next year.
Bring it up back in the Midland Trail. This schedule this year, you put last year's schedule or this year's schedule by next year's schedule, it won't look anywhere near the same just because of the different games. They'll be the same team, but the schedule will be totally different.
Yeah, they've done a good job of trying to keep some of the local rivals. I mean, you're always going to have the Woodlawns, the Setzers, and they've had a good rival with Christopher. And them will be constants, but there will be a drastic change in their schedule next year when they get more in line with the Midland Trail conferences. They're going to be back.
Waltonville, of course, as we've seen Waltonville play a few times this year. You mentioned that Setzer-Valere game here on February 7th. We, the Jefferson County Basketball Showcase, will be here for that Setzer-Valere at Waltonville game. We're very excited about being able to do that game. Back to the Spartans, a team led, obviously, the two guys that get a lot of the ink, Jordan Hale and Trey Widges, outstanding juniors on this team, leading the way for Chad Harper's Spartans this year.
Yeah, they do. I mean, their leadership, they've been starters for a couple of years. They've seen it all. They've been through this, and they know how to play the game of basketball. But some of the guys that have really stepped up, Levi Rapp is a very good outside shooter. He can spot up and hit a three. And Matt Rogers, also a junior, 6'1". He's had some big scoring games for the Spartans. Not sure exactly how much offense they were thinking they were going to get out of him, but he has really stepped up and been a big contributor to the Spartans in some of their wins this year. So, they bring back a pretty good nucleus. They start 3 juniors and 2 seniors, and then they've got some other young men, as we've seen, play in the JV game, which was also won by the Spartans by about 10. We sort of got caught up in some of the homecoming activities and the fouls and the timeouts. So not exactly for sure. I didn't even write the final score of the JV game down, but it was a victory for the Spartans. So, you have that influx of some young guys there added to that nucleus of Waltonville will have back next year. So Chad Harper's got to be very pleased on this winning streak.
And a good winning streak. Waltonville, again, as you mentioned, Hale and Widges get a lot of ink. Matt Rogers, we saw him at Setzer-Valere Holiday Tournament play an outstanding 2 or 3 games. We saw Waltonville 3 times down there. Matt Rogers adds a lot to this team. Levi Laird not playing tonight due to injury on the bench as the aforementioned guy with crutches. That hurts Waltonville as a little bit of a lack of depth as it goes.
Yeah, Halloran, and then also Coggins, as I was talking to Todd Dressler here beside me, of what they were going to try to find a little rotation off the bench and possibly even look at a sophomore in Austin Zom, who was a 6'2" sophomore. Had some good minutes in the JV game, and they may expect him to contribute here a few minutes off the bench this evening as well.
The other side of the coin tonight, the other side of the floor, the Christopher Bearcats come in with a record of 9-8, playing in what is a very difficult BDC West with the likes of Goreville, Trico, and Setzer-Valere. Find themselves in 5th place with a little momentum coming off the holiday tournament at Setzer, consolation champions. They've won 3 out of 5 since then, so they are on a run under Eric Stallman, who's at least doing a very good job here in the second half of this season.
Well, you look at the bookend games they had at Setzer, they played a very good and underrated New Athens team. We've seen them in person the last 2 years, and bringing along another big kid, another big sophomore for New Athens. They fell to New Athens in the first round, go left on the bracket. But then the winnable games was Compton and Vienna. You pretty well caught that. But, boy, you talk about a championship consolation bracket game against a very good Century team. Christopher stepped up, made free throws down the stretch, played good, sound defense all along, and got that 3 straight wins out of the tournament. Followed that up with a couple of losses, a great Trico team that people's been hearing about, and now they've won 3 out of their last 4 to get that record at 9-8. So a nice winning streak they have put together now as well, and it sort of started in slingshot off of that Cesar Holiday tournament during Christmas.
We needed to step out for another break. When we come back, we'll talk a little bit more about this game, the rest of the schedule this week here on WMIX, and anything basketball-wise. We'll have some scores around the area. That'll be brought to you by Scott Owens and State Farm Insurance, dedicated to help you get the right coverage with the discounts you deserve. Just got a call, 242-3770. Let's take a break and come back for more. You're listening to the Jefferson County Basketball Showcase on WMIX.
Don't miss the final days of the huge winter cleanup sale at Newell Furniture in the General Store in Woodlawn. Get 80% off Christmas and winter decor, 30 to 60% off clearance items, and 10 to 15% off everything else, including your favorite furniture from Lazy Boy, Flexsteel, Broyhill, Lane, Sealy Bedding, the Paula Deen Collection, and loads of home decor, wall decor, ceramics, clocks, mirrors, and more. It's the huge winter cleanup at Newell Furniture in the General Store in Woodlawn.
People's National Bank understands how much small business means to a community. That's why we have been supporting the local economy of Southern Illinois for over 100 years by providing commercial loans to area businesses. And our loan decisions are made right here in Southern Illinois. Hi, this is Joe Gliosi, commercial banker for People's National Bank in Mount Vernon. Stop by 413 South 34th Street to find out what a true community bank is all about. People's National Bank, proudly supporting local small business since 1909. Member FDIC.
Sesser Auto Body would like to take a moment to remind everyone driving to and from the game to drive safe and be alert. Sometimes events happen beyond your control. When it does, take your vehicle to the Collision Pros. Sesser Auto Body is pre-approved by most insurance companies throughout Southern Illinois. This allows them to get the parts ordered quicker, getting you back on the road faster and in showroom condition. Sesser Auto Body, 602 South Park in Sesser, or call 625-3523. That's 625-3523.
When an emergency happens, time is everything, and you don't want to spend that time in a waiting room. So choose Crossroads Community Hospital with our 30 minutes or less ER service pledge. The entire team is committed to working diligently to have you initially seen by a physician, physician assistant, or nurse practitioner within 30 minutes of your arrival. When minutes matter, choose the ER that doesn't waste time. Choose Crossroads Community Hospital. Visit crossroadscommunityhospital.com/faster to learn more. If you are experiencing a medical emergency, call 911. We're worldwide. This is the Showcase on WMIX and MyWithersRadio.com. Presented by Community First Bank.
Welcome back to Waltonville High School, Jefferson County Basketball Showcase on from Waltonville with the Waltonville Spartans and the Christopher Bearcats. This is Coach House Garage's pregame show. If you're in need of a garage to protect your car or prized possessions, Coach House Garages has the building for you. Call Daryl Sheridan at 244-1061 for a free on-site estimate. And Mike, you and I were talking on break. We got to looking again at the Christopher schedule. After tonight, they still have to run through the gauntlet of Trico, Goreville, an improved Chester team on the road, which they have a win over at home, El Dorado, Cesarville, and ZR. That's not an easy stretch for any team at the size that school Christopher is.
Oh, my, no. And then what I'm always amazed at, and people always look at the very first part of their schedule, and they say, well, good grief, you have a tournament in your own backyard. You host. Hey, there's more pressure on you hosting a tournament like that, as competitive that thing has been over the years. You're not real comfortable even playing in that atmosphere. So you get it started right off the bat when you host your own tournament like that. But they played Wayne City earlier. They played Hamilton County, Cesar. We mentioned the Cesar Holiday Tournament. But, yeah, that team, that stretch coming up in Trico, Goreville, Chester, El Dorado, and then back to Cesar again. And this Chester team, I tell you, you don't want to wish your life away, but I'm just so curious about the rankings next year at Cesar with all the youth that Chester has. Boy, I tell you what, they should be one of the top-ranked teams around, and I see that team really, really being something at the start of next season. So, a tough stretch for Christopher. I know they think it's a winnable game here, and I'm sure Waltonville's saying that same thing. You know, hey, let's keep this ball rolling. Got Coach Harper. I know what he's thinking about. So, this sets up to be a good one here tonight for the showcase game.
Both games. JV game was won tonight by Waltonville 45-35. And we're getting ready to do the anthem as both teams are headed to their respective benches. Well, I'll tell you what, we'll take a break and come back and go over the Celebrity Watch here. Starting lineup, Joe Tip coming next. You're listening to the Jefferson County Basketball Showcase on WMIX.
Stick a reminder on your phone. Jot it down on the calendar. Or tie a string on your finger. Don't miss the Saturday Sports Show every week after the 8 o'clock news on AM 940 and MyWithersRadio.com. Scores, guests, content, networking, knowledge, the occasional argument, yada, yada, yada. We do it all. You might say we're a little versatile. It's the Saturday Sports Show on WMIX and MyWithersRadio.com, courtesy of Crossroads Community Hospital.
Hey, this is Big Dave at All Stars and Stitches, located at 418 East Main Street, a half a block from the Benton High School. Our hours are Monday through Friday from 10 to 6 and Saturday 10 to 3. We provide custom screen printing, embroidery, banners, signs, vehicle lettering, vehicle wraps. If you want it printed on, we probably do it.
Hey, this is Coach Aaron. Give the big man, Big Dave, a call at All Stars and Stitches, 435-555-555.
By the way, what was that phone number again?
435-555-555.
Has your bank recently stopped offering free checking? Don't get burned by all the fees. Switch to People's National Bank today. People's National Bank's free checking includes a free Visa check card, free bill pay, and free online banking, as well as unlimited check writing. People's National Bank, proudly serving Southern Illinois since 1909. People's National Bank, member FDIC. Non-usage fees may apply.
Car insurance with personal service at no extra charge? What a novel concept. That's why State Farm is a leader in providing insurance and financial services and remains strong in this economy. At State Farm, Scott Owens is dedicated to helping you get the coverage that's right for you and the discounts you deserve. No one takes care of you like State Farm. Scott Owens will prove it. Call Scott at 242-3770. That's 242-3770. Like a good neighbor, Scott Owens is there.
Daily schedules, scores, and more. Like WMIX Sports on Facebook. Back to the showcase on WMIX.
People's National Bank bring you the starting lineup tonight. Stop by People's National Bank and let them remind you what banking the local family-owned bank is all about. Visit a branch near you or log on to peoplesnationalbank.com. People's National Bank, member FDIC, and equal housing lender. I'll turn it over to Mike Richardson for those aforementioned starting lineups.
Thank you very much, Danny, and for Christopher Bearcats. As we mentioned, 9-8 on the season. They're coached by Eric Stallman, Jeremy Varna, and a familiar name in here, Greg Alvis. For the Bearcats, they'll start a 6-foot senior wearing number 4 this evening, Scott Marchetti. Seems like they've had one now for, I don't know.
Christopher, if we say this in tongue-in-cheek, it is required to have a Marchetti.
I believe it is. Also, his running mate, a 5'11 junior, number 12, Tyler Atchison. A 5'10 senior, number 14, Colton Pedigo. 6'1 sophomore, number 22, Eric Young. And rounding out the starting lineup, seen him play quite a bit last season. He's grown to 6'6 now. He's also a junior wearing number 33, Kevin Merckx. And for the Waltonville Spartans, coming into the record of 6-13, a 5'9 senior, number 22, Jake Phillips. A 6-foot senior, Levi Rapp. He'll be wearing number 34. 6'6" center, a junior, number 25, Jordan Hale. 6'2", junior, number 24, Trey Widges. And rounding out the starting lineup is 6'1", junior, wearing number 23, Matt Rogers. For the Waltonville Spartans, athletic director Eric Widges. Always good. He takes care of us here at home of the Spartans. Head coach Chad Harper and assisted by Anthony Lowry. That is your starting lineup.
Well, starting lineup brought to you by People's National Bank. Have instant access to your account anytime, anywhere with online banking from People's National Bank. Log on to peoplesnationalbank.com, member FDIC. And the lights will go out here at Waltonville High School.
We'll do their lineups ahead of time.
Yes, that's why we tried to do lineups early. If you're wondering why we were rushing, we were wanting to get through it. The lights all go out here. We didn't do that 20 years ago with the others, but the lights others do that.
Well, I'll tell you what, I've been noticing these new lights. Woodlawn had them in the new gym and also in the old gym. And I'll tell you what, they are tremendous. And it is amazing how well they work. And you're right. Flip the switch and they're on.
on the line. They have a spotlight that goes around, and when the players introduce the Waltonville, the spotlight hits them. If you're familiar with Waltonville High School, the box that's up top on the wall, that box is about 20-something years old, actually be 22 years old, as they have that box up high, and that's where the spotlight is, and they have the lights off and the spotlight going around. That's up for the kids in school with that.
Well, I tell you what, if he's got any eligibility left, Mike McManus, he got fired up on the national anthem, and now he got fired up over the spotlight action, so I don't know if he's got any eligibility left, but if he had, he'd be jumping over the rail right now and putting the uniform on.
Mike McManus is already going to do the polar plunge here in a few weeks, so he's ready to jump into anything at this point. Christopher will be on the floor in their orange uniforms trimmed in blue and white, of course, coached by Eric Stallman. And the Waltonville Spartans will be in their white jerseys trimmed in red and blue. Both teams in center court. Your officials for tonight's game, Dale Brookins, Derek Moore, and Larry Pettit on the game. Derek Moore will be the lead official in this one, as he is going to be the one throwing up jump ball. As we get ready to go, big crowd on hand from both sides. Official will step in, jump ball is thrown up. We're ready to go right before the 8 o'clock hour. Trey Widget corrals the rebound, and he'll bring it up for the Spartans on their first possession here at Waltonville as we get underway. Levi Rapp tops the key. Levi will look right side, left side. Rogers tops the key to Phillips. Dish off to Hale. Hale down the lane over 2 minutes, scores. Gordon Hale scores. 2-zip Waltonville. That's pretty easy to get him a look.
Well, very patient on offense right now. A couple of those side picks and made the good pass inside. Jordan Hale showed some strength on that shot.
Christopher with a basketball. Young kicks it out back to Pettigo. Pettigo seems like he's been there a few years as well. Pettigo leads for Atchison, top of the key, guarded by Phillips. Atchison to Mertz. Mertz gives it in the corner to Pettigo. Pettigo was on the dribble in the lane, kicks it out left corner to Marchetti. Marchetti drives the lane, shot block, Hale and Rapp. Up with Marchetti again, no good. Ball to the floor. Widges has it coming up the left side. We'll slow it up and let everybody get back in this part of the half court. Just underway. 7 minutes to go in the first. Waltonville leads 2-zip. On the right side is Rogers. Holds above his head, guarded by Mertz. Rogers throws left side, left wing to Widges. Widges one dribble, now to Phillips right side. Phillips to the free throw line. Dishes left corner, tipped out of bounds by Christopher. And it'll be Waltonville basketball. Community First Bank. If you're tired of corporate banking, you have a choice in Jefferson County. Community First Bank is at home at Dixon at Woodlawn and Mount Vernon. Welcome back to Personal Banking, member FDIC. Phillips to Rapp on the right wing. Back to Rogers, top of the key, now right side to Hale. Hale with it, dribbles all the way to the top of the key on the left-hand side. Now Rogers gets it from inside, right lane drive, no good. Rapp on the rebound, blocked by Mertz, rebounded by Tyler Atchison of Christopher. He comes up the right side, crosses over left dribble to the left side to Marchetti. Right side pass to Pettigo. Pettigo holds above the head to Marchetti in the right corner. He'll throw it top of the key to Young. Young throws it to left elbow to Mertz. Mertz one dribble, now leaves it for Pettigo. Rapp guard 10. Pettigo into Mertz on the left block. Double team to the backside. Rogers steals it away. Circa Day 98 NBA Finals. Jordan on Malone. Widges has it. He'll spin. That'll be a blocking foul on Atchison. And even though there's 2 points already for Waltonville, both teams still trying to feel each other out here early on.
Yeah, Waltonville's made the better secondary passes in the offense so far. Christopher right now is not exactly sure what offense they're trying to run.
Waltonville inbounds the basketball. Legal screen coming. You saw that. You were shaking your head.
Yeah. that one was pretty easy to see, and you could see it coming. It had formed itself and then just grew to the foul.
We'll have a couple of finals on our Scotto and State Farm scoreboard update here in just a minute. We have a GEC boys final coming in, a MTC final, and I believe a high school girls final as well. Christopher has the basketball, though. Pettigo top of the key, throws left side to Mertz. Mertz will hold, guarded by Rapp. Mertz will try to throw baseline on the left side by Rapp. Mertz throws it top kid, reverse it all the way around to Pettigo. In the right corner, shot up and in, rolls around and in. Drops to the cup by number 22, Eric Young, and we're all tied at 2 apiece. Christopher will pick up man-to-man. Now, there's Rogers for a three. Good. In the right corner, Matt Rogers knocks down a 3, 5-2 Waltonville.
So I had a very good look right there in the corner to our left. That's the net right there, 5-2 Spartans. Off to a good start here tonight.
For the basketball, Christopher. Waltonville by 3, 5 to go in the first. Atchison drives, throws it away. Rapp gets it to Phillips. Jake Phillips and Widges 2-on-1. Phillips down the lane. Shot no good. Too strong. Hale rebound up and in. Waltonville right now very athletic and very quick to the ball, ready to go. And Christopher has it. We have some other halftime scores coming in. We'll get those as well as we move along. Right side with it is Christopher. Tyler Atchison. He throws in the corner to Marchetti. Top the key to Young. Young drives down the lane, kicks it left side to Pettigo. Pettigo gives it for Atchison. His three is no good. Rebounded Hale. Hale up, coming the other way. Up to Rapp, up and in. Waltonville right now outplaying Christopher. Mike, they're hustling everywhere.
Well, on every aspect. I mean, they're getting down the floor. They're blocking out the rear. They're doing the simple things right now. Chad Harper couldn't be any more pleased. I mean, blocking out on defense, getting the rebound, and also Rapp right there leaking up to get an easy stick in right there, boy. 9-2. Nice start by the Spartans.
We have crossed past the top of the hour. We need to pause for station identification. You're listening to the Jefferson County Basketball Showcase.
This is 50,000 watts of the award-winning Jefferson County Basketball Showcase on WMIX, Mount Vernon, Marion, O'Fallon, a Withers Broadcasting Superstation.
Welcome back to Waltonville High School. Timeout by Christopher. They trail Waltonville 9-2. Here's some finals already rolling in. All right, some halftime scores. Grayville trails Woodlawn to half and boys 37-15. T-Town beat Cowden Herrick in the NCT tournament 87-30, and Carrier Mills beat NCOE 50-32. Those scores brought to you by Scott Owens and State Farm Insurance. If you're paying too much, give Scott Owens a call for a free discount. Double check 242-3770. Christopher has the basketball. Marchetti leaves it for Young at the block shot. Blocked by Hale. Rebound Marchetti on the left side. Throws it right side into the right block now to Merck. Merck will work this to a cutting Atchison to the rim. Shot no good. Widges on the board. Christopher at times this year not been able to score. That's cost him some games, obviously, along the way. Rogers inside to a cutting Hale. He corrals it under the rim. Dishes Rapp left side. Shot blocked. Rogers rebounds up and in. Rogers has 5. It's 11-2. Waltonville 3:33 to go in the first.
Well, Christopher's going to have to find some way to get Kevin Mertz involved in their offense. There's another steal by the Spartans.
Trey Widges gets himself involved with a steal and a layup. Waltonville starting to blow the hinges off this one. 13-2. There you go, goes down the lane. He's going to get a running one-handed layup and scores, and it's 13-4. He made that look pretty easy. Got by his man, and nobody came over to help out. Widges to Phillips at the timeline. Picks up his dribble, has trap over for Rogers on the left wing. Rogers skip pass right wing to Widges, guarded by Young, inside to Phillips. Posted up, off the glass. Left side, no good. Rebound by Pettigo. Marchetti loses it, and then he had the foul. Pettigo gave it to Marchetti. Marchetti had it stolen away, and a reaching foul on number 4, Scott Marchetti, his first, team second, and Matt Rogers will go to the line and shoot 2.
A very sloppy play on the Christopher Bearcats part there for fourth turnover here, and there's still 2:50 to go in this initial frame.
Tag on to that scoreboard update, a final in high school girls ball, Midland Trails. Rogers misses the first. Woodlawn BC, Noble Clay City Co-op tonight, 65-52. Alexa Capps for Woodlawn had 38 in that ball game. She had 29 at the half. Ooh, not a bad night's work.
Inching closer.
Yeah. She might have a scoring record 2 times she's done. Rogers gets 1 out of 2. He has 6. 14-4, Waltonville by 10. Your community, your choice, your bank with 5 locations and friends and neighbors on staff will understand your needs. Community First Bank keeps it simple. Welcome back to Personal Banking, member FDIC. Driving to the rim left side, Pettigo, no good, rebounded by Hale. Here comes Waltonville again up by 10. Widge is trapped in the backcourt, reverses direction, gets it to Phillips. He comes down the lane left side, running one-hander, no good in the foul. Waltonville's the aggressor right now, Mike, and they're getting to the free throw line to show for it.
Danny, just a little bit like we talked about in the JV contest, sometimes you got to be the aggressor. Maybe you don't have a clear path to the lane. You got a defender sort of side guarding you a little bit down the floor. Go right at him. See what happens. And that's what Waltonville's done right now. Coming out of the gate like this, absolutely dominating the boards, 7-2 right now, and they're getting down on both ends of the floor, beating the Bearcats down defensively and offensively.
Phillips misses one. Ball rebound to the floor, rebounded by Merckx. He gets it to Young. Across the floor, here comes Christopher Bearcats. On the right side with it is Young. So this is hits out of bounds. It'll go back to the Christopher Bearcats.
And they just look out of sync right now. There's just not a lot of enthusiasm out there. That was a very lazy pass there. that went out of bounds, and Hare will be the 5th turnover in this first quarter as they just dribble out of bounds.
Christopher does not look ready. They don't look like they're into this game right now. And it's 15-4, several turnovers. That's just my humble estimation. Hale now to Halloran. It's off his hands as Halloran came in, Rapp came out, and Marchetti has the turnover. 2 minutes to go in the first. It's a 15-4 Waltonville lead. In the left corner is Young. Then he reversed the ball top of the key to Atchison, right side. They tried to get it inside to Young on the post, but Hale tipped it out of bounds. Will Pickett, Crossroads Community Hospital player of the game when this one is over. Crossroads Community Hospital, it's more than a hospital. It's what healthcare should be. There's an easy layup. Waltonville got caught napping on the inbound. Tyler Atchison scores at 15-6.
Nice decoy there from Dirks.
Widges tipped away in the backcourt. Waltonville struggling a little bit here defensively. Threw it away. Widges still on the count. That's 10-second call.
Now we're going to have a dispute because Chad Harper was wanting a timeout when they were having trouble with the backcourt possible violation. So I think they're going to save him by just giving a turnover to the Spartans. It'll be Christopher Ball here on the left sideline.
Christopher will have it in front of the bench. Marchetti have it. I'm not sure that Christopher didn't have a possession time enough to grab, pull, and then throw it away. So I thought the count should have restarted.
Yeah, I
got agreement. Mike McManus agreed with me, so I know I'm right.
I do too. And then the problem was compounded. Then they blew the whistle, and everybody seen Chad Harper signaling timeout. Then they asked him, "Do you still want it?" He said, "Well, obviously not now."
Now, they post up. Atchison on the left block. He gives to Young on the give and go, and it's a charge. Young charged in to Phillips. Young will pick up his first, team fourth. Celebrity watch here tonight. Lots of coaches in the game tonight watching or scouting. Scott Gamber of Mount Vernon here watching. Kevin Bowen from Sisney scouting Waltonville. Chip Bassel from Cesar Valera to our left scouting at Waltonville. Obviously Christopher, but he's already played them. Waltonville across the timeline, Widges. And he's played at Waltonville, getting ready for the second time through for both teams. With the basketball, Hale, top of the key to Rogers, left side to Widges. Widges to Phillips. 1 minute to go in the first, 15-6 Waltonville by 9. Here in this Jefferson County Basketball Showcase game, we thank everybody for listening. Phillips to Widges, top of the key, under a minute. They're going to probably go for the final shot. At least they have that look. Phillips left side to Rapp. To Rogers, top of the key. Now to Hale. Hale will hold. Now he'll bounce past to Rapp. Waltonville is going for that final shot. Familiar faces, new places. Bank with the Ray and Brea, Community First Bank's new 42nd Street location in Mount Vernon. Welcome back to Personal Banking, member FDIC. 30 seconds to go while I read that liner to everyone. Waltonville played around the perimeter. Rogers to Phillips with 25 seconds to go. Phillips to Rapp to Rogers here in the corner. Holds high above his head. Looks, get pass across to Hale on the left side, and that's a travel. Good call by the official.
Waltonville did everything right. Took almost a minute off the clock, but committed their 5th turnover of the first quarter.
Chris Hugo would be beside himself if they did not get a shot from the end of the first quarter. Marchetti on the right side leaves it for Young. Now Young gives it off to Merckx. He got away with a walk and scored. Pick and roll work. Merckx scores. 1 second to go. Hale from half court. Front of the iron, no good. We're at the end of one quarter. Waltonville 15. Christopher 8 back for the second quarter here on this Jefferson County Basketball Showcase on WMIX.
When you want the best, think the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois. The Orthopedic Center has the unique distinction of being one of only 2 non-academic accredited orthopedic teaching and research facilities in the state of Illinois. Our goal in education is to inspire the next generation of orthopedic surgeons. Patient care, education, and research are our core strengths. Located on Veterans Memorial Drive, Mount Vernon, and St. Mary's Good Samaritans Centralia campus. The Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois. Discover the difference.
If your definition of local is Southern Illinois and adjacent states, pay no attention to this message. Hi, I'm Joe David Cummins, President of Community First Bank. Others advertise the message of being a local community bank. However, Community First Bank is the only local community bank exclusively serving Jefferson County with 5 locations and 5 ATMs. In short, loans and deposits stay local and benefit you.
Community First Bank with locations in Mount Vernon, Woodlawn, Dix, and Ina. Welcome back to Personal Banking. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
More basketball action ahead. Presented by Community First Bank.
Back to Waltonville High School, 15-8. Waltonville leads after one. However, the Christopher Bearcats have the basketball. Pettigo throws right side to Marchetti. Marchetti will come down the free throw lane. Bounces off to Mertz. He throws up a shot and in. That's kind of working pretty well right now for Christopher. Mike, that little give and go with Mertz.
Well, I'm surprised they didn't start the ball game that way with an undersized team that's on the floor right now. You would think that they would have tried to start that game that way, but now they found something that might work to get them back. 15-10 is where we stand.
15-10, ball out of bounds. Waltonville running their offense. Remind you that the 5 locations of Mount Vernon, Dixon, and Woodbine. Community First Bank is proud to be the official voice of the showcase. Welcome back to Personal Banking. Member FDIC as Waltonville threw that one away. Turnover bug into Waltonville here a little bit lately.
Yeah, it's 6-6 right now, but a good start shooting for the Spartans. 50% all the way around.
With
field goals, 2 points, 3 points, and also free throws.
And free throws and turnovers. Turnovers especially cranked up a notch. Christopher with a basketball. 15-10 the score. Marchetti has it on the left wing. In the corner to Young. He drives left baseline. Shot around 3 defenders. Rolls off the iron. Rebound Widges. Widges will bring it up for the Spartans. Widges will come up the left side. Look for a cutting Rapp. Cut off. Gives it back to Hale. Now to Rapp on the left side. Rapp throws up a 15-footer. No good. Rebounded by Pettigo, and he stepped out of bounds. Good call by the official. Pettigo felt like he
might have been helped out of bounds a little bit.
Might have been, but, hey, the way it is. We know people are listening at Chagnon Gymnasium tonight as Lady Rams play Highland on AM 940, mywithradio.com. Appreciate those people listening. Booth is into the ball game now for Rogers, I should say. Phillips out at the top of the key. Phillips goes around. Now gets down the lane, running the shot out of control. No good. Not going to get bailed out on that call. And that ball tipped out of bounds. Phillips wasn't going to get bailed out on that one, Mike. No,
he left too far out. Very athletic move right there, but just too far away from the basket. And trying to jump into 3 defenders. And you're right. The bailout was not going to happen.
Marchetti has the basketball to the right wing. Now leaves the top of the key. Atchison between the circles. Atchison dribbling when gets the zone. Atchison to Marchetti on the right wing. Holds above his head. Inside to Young. Young tried to pass the Mertz out of bounds, and he'll go to Waltonville. Remember, Mike and I will pick a Crossroads Community Hospital player of the game when this one's over with. Crossroads Community Hospital is more than the hospital. It's what health care should be. We'll have a scoreboard update coming up. We've got girls basketball, boys basketball going on. And we'll try to get those scores. Waltonville has the basketball. Widges got it in the paint. Got cut off, but the reason he got cut off is because he was fouled.
So a good look inside by Levi Rapp. I'll tell you what, he passed up an open 3 right there. Maybe we should have took that clean shot.
Waltonville inbounds the basketball. Phillips on the right wing. Down the lane again, out of control. This time he scores. Phillips is trying to draw a foul. Can't get it done, but he did score that time. First points for Waltonville in the quarters. 5:45 to go. They lead 17-10.
Well, he split the 2 defenders right there. Didn't have to worry about that third one.
Oh, there you go. Throw it up there and see what happens.
It's a numbers game.
Oh, yeah. Marchetti to Atchison on the right side. Atchison has it stolen away. Here comes Phillips again to the rim, and he's fouled. Boy, one thing about it, Jake Phillips being very aggressive tonight already.
Yeah, he's got a spot right down here on the floor in front of him, keeping awful clean as well. Because he's landed there about 3 straight times, comes up shaking his right wrist a little bit. He hit hard, but boy, the effort is there.
Pettigo picks up his first foul. That's the 6th on the Bearcats, and Eric Stallman wants a full timeout with 5:29 to go here in the first half. 17-10. Waltonville by 7. Some other scores going on at the LIC tournament at half. Marshall leads Casey Westfield 29-21, and a halftime girls score. Centralia leads Marion 23-5 at the half. That scoreboard update brought to you by Scott Owens and State Farm Insurance, dedicating to helping you get the right coverage and discounts you deserve. Give Scott Owens a call, 242-3770. Mike, this 17-10 has been an aggressive Waltonville bunch since the beginning of this game.
Very, very good sign for Coach Harper to see the enthusiasm with the crowd. A nice student section over here to our right. But the effort has been there from the tip-off. They've been very, very aggressive, and I think that's totally the difference in this ball game. Christopher has come out flat. Their turnovers prove that out, and Waltonville's beating them up and down the floor constantly so far in this contest.
Jake Phillips back at the free throw line again. His first free throw is no good. He's been very aggressive tonight, getting to the rim and or trying to score. Also, Lady Rams lead Highland at the end of one, 17-10. That's a good start for Mount Vernon. Phillips misses both free throws, and Merckx has the rebound. Thing about Waltonville's start, Mike, is, yeah, they start out quick, but Christopher's kind of settling into this one a little bit.
Well, Christopher getting back in this ball game, Merckx is going to have to get involved in the offense. We saw a little flash of that a couple of minutes ago, Danny, and he's not touched the ball since.
Pass across the right side, tipped out into the backcourt and recovered by Christopher. The Bearcats will restart their offense. 5 minutes to go in the first half. Waltonville leads 17-10. Marchetti on the left wing throws it back to Pettigo. Pettigo throws it back to Marchetti. He comes down the lane, dishes Young left block, shot foul. Young was fouled by Jordan Hale. That'll be the Waltonville Spartans' second foul and the first on Jordan Hale.
Now, that offense is set. The Bearcats made the extra pass. Got the ball inside to a nice passing lane, a nice shot, and a nice zone where you can slice in and get some contact and possibly get a three-point conventional play. But Eric Young misses that first free throw opportunity.
Remember, we'll pick a Crossroads Community Hospital player of the game when this one is over. Crossroads Community Hospital, it's more than a hospital. It's what healthcare should be. Also, as Young makes 1 out of 2, if you want to follow us on Twitter at 94 Sports or go to our Facebook page, WMIX Sports, you can find all kinds of information in both places about all kinds of high school sports and sports in general. Waltonville has the basketball up 6, 17-11. Triple fours left in the first half. Phillips out by the timeline to a cutting Hale. He comes down the lane baseline, right corner Rogers, 3-point on her way. Good. Matt Rogers knocks down a 3. He's got 9. He's making you and I look good talking about him in the pregame so much.
I tell you what, he spotted up twice. Nice, good look, good rotation, good follow through. All the good sides of a good shooter.
Left wing, Marchetti. Dribbles left baseline, continues to go, goes into Phillips. Shot 3 on the way, no good by Christopher. Rebound weak side, Merckx is up and in. Merckx has 6. He's having a nice game, 2013. Waltonville by 7. 4:05 to go in the first half. Rogers dribbles on the right wing, picks it up. Holds above his head, and that'll be timeout by Chad Harper. He is not happy with that offense.
No, too much offense out by the center line and not enough dribble penetration to get the offense started. And Chad Harper had to burn one right there to save a 5-second count.
That was one of those deals. It looked like Waltonville came down, and one group was doing, part of the team was doing one thing, the other group was trying to do another, and it kind of was starting to get pretty ugly till the timeout.
But you can sort of read Eric Stallman's lips right there, and he's starting to praise them a little bit better defensive effort, and maybe they are trying to catch their legs up a little bit, forcing that timeout. Any little spark that he can use as a coach, you're trying to use it right now. You got to find a way to connect with your players with such a sluggish start.
Well, in this game, for Christopher, the ball goes back into play, a sandwich between Chester and Alvarado, which are conference games.
Right.
This kind of a trap game for Christopher. Hale on the right wing, back to Rogers, top of the key, left wing pass to Booza. Hatchery comes left side, picks it up back to Widges. Widges shot fake, fadeaway 10-footer front of the iron, no good. Rebound by Young. He gets it out to Pettigo. Pettigo left side around Booza's shot, no good, a charge. Pettigo just picked up his second foul, and that's the 7th on the Bearcats.
And just was when we complimented them earlier making the extra pass on offense, you drop that ball back to the trailing guard and you got a layup.
Widges will bring it up. Waltonville by 7, 3:38 to go in the first half. Widges brings it up on Atchison. Goes top of the key now to Rogers, left wing to Booza. Booza holds in the left corner to Phillips. Phillips will dribble one time, pick and roll to Booza. Booza wasn't rolling or looking for the basketball, stolen away by Pettigo. Up in the right corner to Atchison. Back to Pettigo. Now he'll come down the lane. Left wing pass to Marchetti. Marchetti to Merckx at the left elbow. Dribbles one time to Young, cutting baseline. Goes around, 2 guys, loses the basketball at a tip, gets the back shot scored. Waltonville's outside defense is not much right now. 3 minutes to go in the first half. Waltonville by 5. Rogers top of the key, holds. Well, pass in the Hale in the lane, running one, fall away, no good. Rebounded by Pettigo. Marchetti has it across the timeline. Right side to Pettigo. He'll hold. One dribble, throws it to the left side to Atchison, left wing Marchetti, left baseline to Young. Back out to Pettigo. Down the lane he goes, dish pass Merckx up and in, and Christopher's back in this one.
Waltonville stopped rebounding. Haven't had a rebound since we gave the totals earlier in the contest.
And haven't played very good defense, at least following up after initial wave. Widges comes right side, and that'll be a bump foul. Ooh, that's on Marchetti, and that's 3 on him. Marchetti has 3. Pettigo has 2. That's 8 on Christopher, and Trey Widges will go line and shoot to 1-1.
And maybe this is what Waltonville needs. A couple free throws right here to want that scoring column back going a little bit.
You're exactly right, Mike. Waltonville started like a house of fire in this one. They've kind of slowed down in the mud here considerably. Widges at the line for the 1-1. His first free throw was up and in. He'll get another. Speaking of getting another, with 5 Jefferson County branches of responsive quality service for all your accounts, Community First Bank would like to be the first to say, welcome back to Personal Banking, member FDIC. Widges will get one more. It's 21-17. Waltonville by 4. Now make that 5. Widges hits both. He has 4 points. 22-17 Waltonville with 2:15 to go in the first half. Atchison across the timeline against the Waltonville zone. He'll throw it left side. It was thrown away by Hale. Hale loses it in front court, but Rogers picks it up, leaves it for an unidentified man. Mount Vernon leads Highland at the half, 37-26. And girls, here comes the 3 ball on the way. It's no good. Tipped around, rebounded by Rapp. Rapp will kick it back out. Widges for a 3. Good. Trey Widges knocks it down to 3. He's got 5 in the quarter, and that leads back up to 8. 25-17. That's the other way. Christopher against his zone. Right side, Young. Atchison has it stolen away, but Widges is called for a foul in the reach-in.
I had the initial steal, but the ball caromed off his foot. Had to go back after it, and he got caught.
Hunter Coggins is in the game for Waltonville, number 10. See, he's changed numbers. Well, Christopher throws in, it's stolen away now by Phillips. Coggins in the game under another number from what the program I have. He is number 20, but now he's number 10. They must have switched that. I didn't fill it in right. One or the other. Probably both. Rapp with it down the lane. Spin, no good. Rebound to the floor. Here comes Atchison for Christopher. 1:15 to go in the first half. Christopher down 8. Had it down to 4. Left corner, Young. Throws it out top of the key to Atchison. Atchison now throws it in the corner. Atchison with it. Now to Pettigo. Pettigo dribbles through defense. He'll leave it for Atchison to Pettigo on the right side. Pettigo comes down the lane again. Kicks the left side. Atchison. His 3 on the way. Rattles in and out to the floor. Coggins has the rebound for Waltonville. Coggins has to play a little bit more in the varsity game because Laird's hurt. Widges to the baseline. Takes up his dribble. Spin, shot, glass, no good, but a foul. Trey Widges, kind of imagination. Spin, lost the defender, went back up again, and came back for one and got the foul.
Now Christopher stopped defending, had him pinned behind the backboard, but let him swivel around on his pivot foot. Get a pretty good angle and almost had the and one. He'll be at the free throw line shooting a pair.
We're going to have some attrition in this game. Widges misses the first, he'll get one more. Christopher Marchetti has 3, Pettigo has 2, and Merckx has 2 for Christopher. So the Bearcats dealing with some foul trouble right now. Widges will get one more. 35 seconds to go in the first half. Remember to stay tuned for the Midland College halftime show. We'll have scoring and stats in this game as well as scores from around the area. Coggins drops back defensively. Widges will go out as Phillips will come in for the final 35 seconds. Widges has a foul. Get some extra break here. Towers comes up across the timeline. Towers with it, throws it to Pettigo. Back on the right wing to Towers. Towers out top of key. Pettigo down the lane to Towers. Towers holds, dribbles, throws it out left wing to Atchison with 15 seconds. Atchison back to Pettigo, now to Towers on the right side. Towers skip past top of key. Atchison left wing. Pettigo with 6. Pettigo to the left elbow, to the right elbow. Leaves it for Towers, right corner. Atchison goes baseline with 2, and we got a bump foul. It's not a bad foul, Mike. That foul is on number 13, Derek Wissenden.
Had 1 to give.
Wisenhunt gave one away. Why not?
1.3 seconds to go here.
Towers will trigger. Towers looks. Throws it out top. He's stolen away by Phillips. He gets off a three-pointer. It's no good. We're at the end of the first half. Waltonville 26. Christopher 17. We'll step out for a break. Come back for more on the Relay College Halftime Show and here on the Jefferson County Basketball Showcase on WMIX.
Hi, Roy Schmidt, Dodge dealer at King City Chrysler Center, Mount Vernon. The 2012 Dodge Avenger. It is a sedan that counters the traditional vision of the segment itself. Technology, power, fuel efficiency, safety, its attitude sets it apart from all other contenders. Here's to the four-door that works double time to ensure that you are getting big-time results from a mid-size package. The 2012 Dodge Avenger. Sporty-looking mid-size sedan with up to 37 miles per gallon and awesome incentives right now at King City Chrysler. Receive up to $3,000 rebate or 0% up to 72 months right now. Come in today and let's talk, have a cup of coffee, and let's deal at 1603 Broadway in Mount Vernon, Illinois, where you can count on us.
Stick a reminder on your phone. Jot it down on the calendar. Or tie a string on your finger. Don't miss the Saturday Sports Show every week after the 8 o'clock news on AM 940 and MyWithersRadio.com. Scores, guests, content, networking, knowledge, the occasional argument, yada, yada, yada. We do it all. You might say we're a little versatile. It's the Saturday Sports Show on WMIX and MyWithersRadio.com, courtesy of Crossroads Community Hospital.
Get PNB to Go mobile banking now at People's National Bank. Hi, this is Monica Wilt, Relationship Banker at People's National Bank. With PNB to Go mobile banking, check your balances, see transaction activity, transfer between accounts, and pay bills all from your mobile phone. PNB to Go mobile banking makes banking even more convenient. People's National Bank, making your life easier since 1909.
People's National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Long hours, inconsistent schedules, minimum wage, or a salary that barely keeps you above the poverty line. All you need is a better opportunity. Ren Lake College has your opportunity. The healthcare field continues to grow, and RLC can put you on the path to a great career. Openings are available in 5 healthcare programs: health information technology, medical laboratory technology, occupational therapy assistant, surgical technology, and veterinary technology. These 5 programs are offered through the Southern Illinois Collegiate Common Market, with general courses offered at Ren Lake College and core courses offered at the SICCM facilities in Heron. Your fast track to a great opportunity starts here. You better hurry. Applications are due by March 1st. Why wait for a great opportunity? Find out more about these programs at rlc.edu. Ren Lake College has been the vehicle to a brighter future for over 40 years. rlc.edu. This is the Jefferson County Basketball Showcase on WMIX. The Ren Lake College Halftime Show starts now.
Welcome back to Waltonville High School halftime with the Waltonville Spartans leading Christopher Bearcats 26-17 here on the Jefferson County Basketball Showcase. This is the Ren Lake College halftime show. Ren Lake College has been a vehicle to a brighter future for over 40 years. Students can choose from more than 100-degree certificate programs. Save thousands of dollars at Ren Lake College to get to work. Ren Lake College, it's time. Waltonville leads Christopher 26-17. We say hello to those listening in Irvington, Mount Vernon, and Teotopolis. We're going to step out for a break and come back for the scoring and stats of this one. Some scores from around the area. You're listening to the Jefferson County Basketball Showcase on WMIX.
Don't miss the final days of the huge winter cleanup sale at Newell Furniture in the General Store in Woodlawn. Get 80% off Christmas and winter decor, 30 to 60% off clearance items, and 10 to 15% off everything else, including your favorite furniture from Lazy Boy, Flex Steel, Broyhill, Lane, Sealy Bedding, the Paula Deen Collection, and loads of home decor, wall decor, ceramics, clocks, mirrors, and more. It's the huge winter cleanup at Newell Furniture in the General Store in Woodlawn.
When an emergency happens, time is everything, and you don't want to spend that time in a waiting room. So choose Crossroads Community Hospital. With our 30 minutes or less ER service pledge, the entire team is committed to working diligently to have you initially seen by a physician, physician assistant, or nurse practitioner within 30 minutes of your arrival. When minutes matter, choose the ER that doesn't waste time. Choose Crossroads Community Hospital. Visit crossroadscommunityhospital.com/faster to learn more. If you are experiencing a medical emergency, call 911. This is 50,000 watts of the award-winning Jefferson County Basketball Showcase on WMIX, Mount Vernon, Marion, Effingham, a Withers Broadcasting Superstation.
Welcome back to the Rend Lake College Halftime Show. Rend Lake College is over 100-degree and certificate programs to choose from. It's spin your vehicle to a brighter future for over 40 years. Rend Lake College. It's time. Visit your virtual counselor at rlc.edu. Danny Czerwinski and Mike Richardson. And Mike, you have the scoring and stats from this first half.
Thank you very much, Danny. And for the Christopher Bearcats, they were 8 out of 17 overall shooting for 47%. 8 out of 14 regular shooting. Didn't tickle the twine any on the three-point area, 0 for 3. Only 1 out of 2 free throw attempts for 50%. Their biggest problem, 13 turnovers in that first half of action. They come back to lead Waltonville in the rebound department 11-10 after a sluggish start there when they made a little comeback, but now they're behind in their largest deficit here this evening. Leading the way in the rebounding department was Pedigo with 3 and also Merckx with 3. 4 starters for Tyler Atchison, 1 out of 2 behind the line. For Tyler Atchison, his 2 points. Pedigo was 1 out of 2 for his 2. Eric Young, 2 out of 4 and 1 free throw for his 5. And finally, Kevin Merckx got involved. Danny, he's 4 for 4 from the field, but just not enough attempts for him to get anything streak-wise started. He leads the Bearcats in scoring with his 8 points. And for the Waltonville Spartans, they were 9 out of 22 overall for 41%. 6 out of 15 regular shooting, 3 of 7 behind the arc. You look at the difference of the threes, and also in this stat, 5 out of 10 free throwing. That's only 50%, but yet they got to the free throw line 10 times and cashed in half of them. 8 turnovers and 10 rebounds, as we mentioned. Jordan Hale leading the way with 4. All 5 starters in the scoring column for the Spartans. Rapp with 2, 3 for Jake Phillips, and what an aggressive first half he has played here tonight. Jordan Hale with 4, and the leading scorer is Trey Widges, 3 out of 4 free throwing. He's hit a 3 in a regular bucket for his 8 points. And a couple spot-up threes here to our left, and a regular 2-point bucket, throw in a free throw. He leads the Waltonville Spartans in scoring with 9 points. That is Matt Rogers, the 6'1 junior, as Waltonville leads 26-17 at the half.
This has been the Rend Lake College Halftime Show. They can save you thousands of dollars on your education. Visit your virtual counselor at rlc.edu. See which of the more than 100-degree certificate programs is right for you, Rend Lake College. It's time. We'll step out for our final break and come back. Start of the second half here on the Jefferson County Basketball Showcase on WMIX.
If your definition of local is Southern Illinois and adjacent states, pay no attention to this message. Hi, I'm Joe David Cummins, President of Community First Bank. Others advertise the message of being a local community bank. However, Community First Bank is the only local community bank exclusively serving Jefferson County with 5 locations and 5 ATMs. In short, loans and deposits stay local and benefit you.
Community First Bank with locations in Mount Vernon, Woodlawn, Dix, and Ina. Welcome back to Personal Banking. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Car insurance with personal service at no extra charge? What a novel concept. That's why State Farm is a leader in providing insurance and financial services and remains strong in this economy. At State Farm, Scott Owens is dedicated to helping you get the coverage that's right for you and the discounts you deserve. No one takes care of you like State Farm. Scott Owens will prove it. Call Scott at 242-3770. That's 242-3770. Like a good neighbor, Scott Owens is there.
We're worldwide. This is the Showcase on WMIX and MyWeathersRadio.com. Presented by Community First Bank.
Welcome back to Waltonville High School. Halftime score here at Waltonville. The Spartans lead Christopher 26-17. Denny Czerwinski with Mike Richardson alongside. And Mike, pretty good first half by Waltonville. Started out quick, had a little lull in the middle, got a good inning to it, up by 9. But this thing's a long way from over. You feel like Christopher is starting to catch the rhythm a little bit.
Well, as we elaborate a little bit there with the stats. I mean, 2 things has got to happen. Chad Harper's got to get back that enthusiasm the Spartans started this game off with, and I'm sure that's what he was preaching down in the dressing room. And on the other hand, Coach Stallman's got to look at, hey, guys, our big guy's touched the ball 4 times. He's knocked down 4 buckets. Let's do the math here real quick. We need to get him the ball a little bit more involved. So I think it's going to be a way of the wheels right here. You're going to have to find a way to get Merckx the ball. And also the Spartans are going to have to play that aggressive defense and offense and dominate the boards as they did the first half of this ball game.
Waltonville with a basketball to start this second half. Rogers throws the Widges in the right corner. Rogers now with the Widgets. Phillips. Now Phillips goes left side down the lane. Layup up and no good. Rebound Hale. Shot no good and a foul. And Jordan Hale will go line and shoot two. Waltonville right now, their lane's giving Christopher a little bit of a problem.
It is. It really is. And, Mertz is a pretty good size down. We don't have any weights on our charts right here, but he's got several muscular pounds on a couple of Waltonville guys down low. But Jordan Hale right there, them long arms, was able to get his 5th rebound of the night. Had a very good free throw shooter as well as he knocked his first attempt down.
He made the first free throw, as you said. 5 points for Jordan, 27-17, Waltonville by 10. Second free throw short. Hale gets his own rebound, has it taken away, goes to the ground out of bounds, and it belongs to Waltonville. We are trying to update our Facebook page, WMIX Sports, as well as on Twitter at 94 Sports. You can follow us there for polls for information about things. Waltonville inbounds the basketball, and that wasn't one of the prettiest inbound plays there. Rogers threw it to Hale, who was basically on the end line, and he dropped it out of bounds.
Coach Harper has nothing to say about that one.
There's not much you can say about it. I mean, other than it was ugly, Christopher comes the other way. Pettigo right side to Atchison. Atchison back out top to keep Pettigo to Atchison on the right wing. Atchison dribbles to Pettigo, top of the key. Pettigo left side from Marchetti. Marchetti right wing to Mertz. Marchetti on the right wing to Pettigo, top of the key. Pettigo to Marchetti on the right wing. Mertz, top of the key pass to Atchison. Left side, Pettigo to Atchison to Marchetti. Inside to Young, spinning 10-footer up, no good. Tipped out, Hale off his hands to Phillips. Here comes Widgets up the left side. Widgets into the front court, bounce pass Phillips up. Rogers, so should they score. Matt Rogers with 11, 29-17, Waltonville by 12. We start the third quarter. We'll pick a Crossroads Community Hospital player of the game when this one is over. Crossroads Community Hospital, more than a hospital is what healthcare should be. And Matt Rogers trying to get that award has another layup on a steal from Trey Widgets.
3 white jerseys, 1 orange.
And Waltonville right now out of the gates again quickly to start a quarter up 31-17. Pettigo on the right wing. Goes to top of the key to Marchetti. Back to Pettigo on the right wing. He'll shoot a three-pointer. It's up and in. Colton Pettigo has his 5th point on that three-pointer at 31-20.
And that's their first 3 of the season.
Wedges will walk it up for the Spartans. He'll throw it to Phillips on the right side. Phillips has got to get it across the timeline. Gets it to Hale. Hale faking him. Now goes down the lane. Shot no good. Hale will foul. Hale will go to the line and shoot 2. That foul is on number 33, Kevin Mertz, his 3rd. Second on the team, and Hale will go to the line and shoot 2.
Well, the fouls are starting to mount up for key players of the Bearcats right now. When you have Marchetti with 3 and now Mertz has his 3rd, those 2 are big key components in this offensive set for the Bearcats, as Mertz is going to be taken out of the ball game here with 5:58 to go in the third quarter.
Yeah, foul trouble mounting up for Christopher, and Mertz has to sit down, and you know that Coach Ballman doesn't like that at all. Hale makes both free throws. Actually, both 33-20. Scoreboard late, but they get it up there, 33-20. Coming across timeline, Marchetti throws it right wing to Pettigo. That's top of the key to Atchison. Atchison now back to Pettigo. Pettigo back top of the key. Marchetti left wing to Atchison against his zone. 2-3 variety for Waltonville. Atchison throws the top of the key. Pettigo. Pettigo inside as Young retrieves it. Shot block, foul, Hale. Hale blocked Young's shot, but Hale got too much to the body, his first. And Young will line and shoot 2. That's what Christopher's got to do. Got to take it inside.
Well, they've had seams in their offense. They're running, in grade school terminology, a 3 out. And there's the way to break that zone is you just force it upon them, and you find there's 2 seams out on that imaginary diamond right there in the center of the free throw lane, and Christopher's got to take advantage of it.
And he took advantage of 1 out of 2 free throws. And Christopher down 33-21 as Waltonville has the basketball. Widgets across the timeline in the corner to Rapp. Rapp back top of the key, shot no good. Rebound tipped up by Phillips. It doesn't go. And Christopher has the rebound. Christopher comes the other way. Pettigo on the left, right side, goes baseline, leaves it for Young. Young falls out of bounds, gets it to Pettigo in the corner. His 15-footer's long, rebounded by the cut, and no good, and I'll go out of bounds. R.J. Kuhn is checked into the ball game for Christopher. It'll go back to Christopher on the inbound. Christopher is going to line up with 2 guys at the free throw line, 1 in each corner and 1 inbounder. And they're still looking to get it in. They lob it right wing to Atchison. 5 minutes to go in the third. Waltonville trail leads Christopher 33-21. Pettigo left wing to Marchetti. Marchetti will throw it in the left corner to Young, out of bounds off of Hale's hands, and it'll stay with Christopher.
Jordan was ready to trot down to the other end, but
trying to sell it a little bit.
Hang on, big fella. He won't stay on this end.
Royal Rumble's next Sunday night in the area, so he's trying to work on his sell moves for the wrestling and for the floor. Marchetti gets it into Atchison on the left wing. Thought about the 3, got cut off. Pettigo will launch a 3. It's up in front of the iron to the free throw line to rebound. Atchison's 10-footer up, no good. Rebound Young, puts it up and in. Third time for charm for Christopher. 8 points for Young. Timeout, Eric Stallman. If you're tired of big corporate banking, you have a choice in Jefferson County. Community First Bank's at home in Dixon, Woodlawn, and Mount Vernon. Welcome back to Personal Banking. Member FDIC. Well, in spite of themselves, if Christopher didn't have to battle their little indices, they wouldn't be down 10. They find themselves down 33-23. They can't keep things going consistently in this one.
They don't have a streak. I mean, for every step they take forward, it seems like they take 1.5 backwards. It is amazing right now. They've done a couple of things good. They've done a good job rebounding, but then they'll go a couple of sets in a row where they won't even be close to a rebound. And now you got Merckx on the bench, with his foul situation. I'm sure they're saving him totally for a fourth quarter blitz that they're going to try to put on the Spartans, but who knows what the deficit will be at that time.
Waltonville inbounds the basketball. Christopher picks up full court. Phillips to Hale up the left side, quickly to the left baseline. Hale back to Widges on the left wing. Comes in the paint, running one-hander up and in. Trey Widges. He has 10, gets into double digits. 35-23, Waltonville will pick a Crossroads Community Hospital player of the game when this one is over. Crossroads Community Hospital is more than a hospital. It's what healthcare should be. Atchison on the left wing. Now gives it to Pettigo in the left corner. Young shot from 10, good. That's what Christopher needs to do. Dribble penetration and dish.
Yeah, the spot was open right there, and that all started with just a couple of extra dribbles.
Widges goes to the top of the key, down the lane, kicks in the right corner. Rogers for a 3, up and in, and good. Rogers is having a game of games. 16 points, 38-25. Waltonville by 13, under 4 to go in the third.
That was a nice follow-through on that shot. Knew he was going to get contact. Didn't get the end one to make it a 4-point play, but followed through. Struck that 3 for his third 3 of the night's game.
Had to go to Young in the right corner. Comes around the screen. Now top of the key to Pettigo. Pettigo, top of the key. Tries to get to the left side, and that's a reach-in foul with him. His second, team second. Your community, your choice, your bank, with 5 locations and friends and neighbors on staff who understand your needs. Community First Bank. Keeps it simple. Welcome back to Personal Banking, member FDIC. Christopher will inbound the basketball. Now we got a foul away from the ball. And it's going to be on number 12, Atchison, for Christopher. I did not see it. Did you, Mike?
I didn't either, and I guarantee Eric Stallman didn't see it either. He had some words to say right there. I didn't see any contact. All I seen the ball was just thrown out of bounds.
I did not see Atchison hold. That was the mechanic given. We'll see. Halloran throws it to get to Halloran from Phillips. Now left wing to Hale. Hale spin move down the left baseline. Fade away off the block. No good. Rogers pass is going to be called for over the back. His second, Waltonville's third. Couple updates on scores. The Lady Rams on the AM dial. The AM 940 leads Highland 37-26. And the Woodlawn Lady Cardinals won 65-52 over Noble Clay City Co-op. And at the half, Trey leads Marion 23-5 at the half. That scoreboard update brought to you by Scott Owens and State Farm Insurance, dedicated to giving you right coverage you deserve. Give Scott a call at 242-3770. Now, wow. I'll let you explain that one because I didn't study that.
Thank you. Thank you for putting me on the spot right there. Should have been okay, they're just going to call it out of bounds. Because they initially signaled a foul, but now they're just going to give us.
Oh, it's a foul. Oh, it's a foul. He ran up.
It was okay. It was a block then, and I have no excuse. There is the ball was not even. Nobody even had the ball.
Okay, that's going to be a foul. That thing's getting a little dicey now. That's going to be a foul on R.J. Kuhn. That's his first, team fourth. I didn't get that as Austin Dommel checked in. I didn't get the foul previous, but again, you know, we're just here to bring what's going on. Also, Woodlawn defeated Grayville tonight boys basketball 81-31. Midland Trail Conference win number 41 in a row. Waltonville the other way. Phillips down the lane. That's a charge. That's his second, team's fifth. That was obvious. You and I could even get that one right.
Yeah, that one there was a lot easier to explain than the one previous down on this end. That's for sure. And he's done that a couple of times tonight. I mean, give him credit on the effort, but sometimes you just sort of got to know when to fold them also.
81-31 Woodlawn wins here. Waltonville leads 38-25. Bearcats with the basketball. Marchetti gets Atchison on the left side. He's going to throw it top of the key to Pettigo. Pettigo will look, tried for Kuhn, couldn't get it to him. Throws the left wing to Atchison. Inside to Marchetti. Pass in the lane. Kuhn recovers. Kuhn double team back out to Atchison. Atchison drives down the lane, top of the key, and we have a foul. A legal screen, right?
I tell you what, that was a pick that was set, and you could just see it was like the Leaning Tower of Pisa right here in front of us, and it was such an easy call to make, and Coons just points the palms to the sky.
Lady Rams now lead Highland 52-44 at the end of 3. Jeff Londa's Lady Rams looking to avenge an earlier loss this season to Highland. Phillips between the circle. 20 to go in the third. Waltonville up 38-25. Jake Phillips off the screen, right side. And Phillips scores again. We also mentioned the Annies lead Marion 37-11. 40-25 here. Waltonville by 15 has gotten away from Christopher. 15-point lead for Waltonville. Drive, Atchison shot blocks Hale. Hale comes the other way to Widges. Widges will come across the timeline. Widges down the lane. Roger, I should say, that's Phillips up and in. That's Jake Phillips' bread and butter. Reach to the lane, throw some crazy shot up, and score. 42-35.
Being aggressive is an understatement by Jake Phillips this evening.
1:30 to go in the third quarter. Waltonville leads 42-35. Marchetti right wing to Pettigo. Pettigo holds. Pettigo goes around, screened by Kuhn. A hard screen on Widges. Pettigo left wing to Atchison. Atchison dribbles to the top of the key. Atchison still dribbling, nothing going. He gets it to Marchetti at the free throw line. Has to kick in the left corner to Pettigo. Pettigo comes baseline, runs a one-hander, no good. Rebound Hale. Hale gets it for Phillips. Hale just out-jumped Pettigo. 1 minute to go in the third. Waltonville by 17, 42-25. That ball's still on the way by Pettigo. He's going to go up with Phillips. Phillips tips it out. And there's a foul on Jake Phillips. That'll be his third. Team 6. There will be lots of free throw shot in that fourth quarter because Waltonville has 16 fouls. Christopher has 5.
Yeah, Coach Stallman has made a decision, and that's what he's got to live with. I mean, he's kept Merckx on the bench, and this game's got a little bit out of control offensively. For the Bearcats, they've only had a couple of field goals here in this third quarter, been at the free throw line a few times.
Familiar faces, new places. Bankers Ray and Bree, a Community First Bank's new 42nd Street location in Mount Vernon. And welcome back to Personal Banking, member FDIC. Another scoreboard update. That free throw miss. We'll save that for later. Rebound on the missed free throw by Waltonville. 49 seconds to go. Widges across the timeline, left side. Widges goes baseline. Runner left-hand block, no good. Ball tipped around, goes to the floor, tipped hands. Here comes Atchison for Christopher. 1-on-1, Atchison and Booth. Atchison missed the layup. Ball tipped to the floor, wrapped, stolen away by Marchetti. Widges gets it back. Widges is going to have to dribble around with 29 seconds to go. Widges will bring it across the timeline. They'll go left side. Dribbles between two defenders. Goes to the floor. Let's see what this call is. That foul is on number 4, Scott Marchetti. By my count, Mike, that's his 4th.
Yeah, and the fouls are just mounting up, and we alluded to that just a little bit earlier. And Christopher's on the verge here of just not having an opportunity to get back in this game offensively. Marchetti still, now he's going to go on the bench. Merckx is still on the bench, and you got a couple of JV guys out there who's sort of winded from a big hard-fought game they played in earlier tonight.
Hale out of Widges, top of the key. He goes to the line, and that'll be a foul. And frustration mounting. Now we got a tee. Might get 2 for not careful. Atchison got called for the foul. and he slapped the floor in frustration. So that's his third foul. The T gives him 4. 2 team fouls on Christopher. That's 8. And Atchison will probably get a seat in this one, Mike. A little too animated for the officials' liking.
Yeah, they're going to take a chance to roll the dice. They're getting Merckx in the final 8.6 seconds in the third. And I'd say Mr. Widge is going to be at the free throw line shooting a few free throws right now. Both teams in the bonus, Danny. A highly contested free throw shooting contest coming up here in about less than a couple minutes.
Yeah, Widges makes the first. We're going to see a lot of these as we go on. Widges might be here a while. 43-26. Atchison got the foul and T. Widges missed the second free throw. And now Hale will come in and do something. Probably shoot 2 free throws. Harrisburg, we'll have a girls score also. More scores rolling in around as Hale makes this first. Seems like every time Waltonville's got a game, and I do it this year, there's a T or something on the other team, and the other end it starts getting away. Hale makes them both. 45-26.
Still got an opportunity right here. Waltonville's ball. Plenty of time. Ball taken out here at half court. Plenty of time to get a nice shot here.
That's a 3-point trip now. Possibility for 6. Wrapped inbound in front of the Spartan sideline. Here comes Widges across the timeline with 6. Widges around the screen, top of the key, loses basketball. Stolen away, Pettigo gets it to Young. He will not get the shot off. We're at the end of 3 quarters. It's Waltonville 45, Christopher 26. Back for the 4th quarter here on the Jefferson County Basketball Showcase on WMIX.
Don't miss the final days of the huge winter cleanup sale at Newell Furniture in the General Store in Woodlawn. Get 80% off Christmas and winter decor, 30 to 60% off clearance items, and 10 to 15% off everything else, including your favorite furniture from Lazy Boy, Flexsteel, Broyhill, Lane, Sealy Bedding, the Paula Deen Collection, and loads of home decor, wall decor, ceramics, clocks, mirrors, and more. It's the huge winter cleanup at Newell Furniture in the General Store in Woodlawn.
When an emergency happens, time is everything, and you don't want to spend that time in a waiting room. So choose Crossroads Community Hospital with our 30 minutes or less ER service pledge. The entire team is committed to working diligently to have you initially seen by a physician, physician assistant, or nurse practitioner within 30 minutes of your arrival. When minutes matter, choose the ER that doesn't waste time. Choose Crossroads Community Hospital. Visit crossroadscommunityhospital.com/faster to learn more. If you are experiencing a medical emergency, call 911. Daily schedules, scores, and more. Like WMIX Sports on Facebook. Back to the showcase on WMIX.
Welcome back to Waltonville High School. 3 quarters in the book. Waltonville leads Christopher 45-26 here on the Jefferson County Basketball Showcase. Danny Czerwinski is Mike Richardson alongside of Mike. Waltonville battled out. Now a nice 19-point lead here.
19-9 outscoring the Bearcats that quarter, Danny, to give them that 19-point lead you talked about.
Coon with the basketball for Christopher. Left wing pass to Pettigo. His 3 on the way is good, and there's a whistle. I think we're going to have a lot of these along the way here. That foul is on number 34, Christopher. R.J. Coon, his 3rd. You don't have any late dinner reservations, do you, Michael?
Not this evening, it don't look like.
Well, good thing you and I don't, because we wouldn't be getting there till late.
Got a Snickers bar on you? Might be here.
I might be able to get A.D. Eric Widges or Superintendent Shalonda Horton here to help us out, because we might be here a while.
That bucket's going to count, and then now they'll be down at the other end with Trey Widges shooting. I guess it is still a 1-and-1.
Widges shoots and misses. Rebound Coon. Free throw's not been a friend to most teams here tonight. Up across timeline, Christopher with the basketball. Coon at the right elbow. Leaves it for Pettigo. Pettigo has it. Drives down the lane. Shot glass no good. Rebound by Rogers. Phillips to Rapp. Waltonville will go the other way. Hale to the rim. Boy, what a pretty move. Floated in the lane. Dropped it one hand over the rim. 47-29. Christopher with the basketball. Christopher with it. Young drive baseline. Shot blocked. Hale. Young goes to the line. Oh, wow. Young went to the rim. Shot the basketball. Hale knocks the ball out of his hands. Blocked it all ball. Young falls down. Foul on Young. Scott Gamber has a smile on his face down there, too.
You did a good job commentating on that one.
I did the best I could to describe what we just saw. Why, as Young makes the first free throw, I look to my right, down in the corner, in the back door, Scott Gamber's watching the game. He's got a big smile on his face because he and I saw the same thing.
Well, you want to go tell Coach Harper that then, right?
Well, I'll tell him maybe later, but there was a lot of people looking around going, I don't think that was a foul. But Young got to the free throw line. He makes the first, misses the second. Rebound, Hale, who loses it to Rogers. There's a lot of hands from the orange side tipping it away. Christopher picks up man-to-man. Phillips will get it to Widges on the right side. Widges will bring it across the timeline, man-to-man by Christopher. Widges to Hale off the pick, and Widges loses it out of bounds. With 5 locations in Mount Vernon, Dixon, and Woodlawn, Community First Bank is proud to be the official voice of the showcase. Welcome back to Personal Banking, member FDIC.
Grins all around.
Grins everywhere. I've never seen one call bring so many happy smiles to both sides and the neutral sides in the gym. Christopher throws it away. Hale, Rogers, and Phillips on the break. Hale taking himself to score. Hale scores 49-30, and Waltonville's blown this one open. 6.5 to go in the game. Spartans by 19. Pettigo goes inside to Kuhn. Kuhn will spin on Rapp. Back out to Pettigo, top of the key. Pettigo launches the three off the front of the iron, and Rogers has another rebound. Matt Rogers is playing a whale of the game.
That's his 4th rebound to go along with the slew of points tonight.
He's on my short list of Crossroads Community Hospital Player of the Game candidate. Phillips with it on the left side. Phillips will leave it, and there's a timeout. Chad Harper jumps in there and gets the rebound. For those of you wondering who's officiating this game tonight, we did not mention names on who did what, but we will tell you once again, Dale Brookins, Derek Moore, and Larry Pettit on this ball game tonight, for those of you asking. Up in Teotopolis, Illinois, we thank T-Town and Mount Vernon and Irvington and many other towns listening on 94.1 FM, as well as MyWilliesRadio.com. And Mike, Christopher got it down to within 3 or 4 in that second quarter, and since then, Waltonville just been way too much length and athleticism-wise for Christopher tonight.
Yeah, and then even after a little bit of a sluggish start in the second half, they still got a timeout, and it was manageable then at 7 is their deficit. But then the fouls started to mount up, and Merckx ended up being a big, long stint on the bench. And then when Marchetti went to the bench, the offensive flow just sort of bogged down, and Woodlawn's length really was apparent. They ran the floor, which they have not stopped doing all night long, and got a lot of easy breakaways, not along with contact, but now they have manned up tonight and really stuck it to the Bearcats so far here with a 49-30 lead with just under 6 minutes to go.
Rapp to Phillips to Widges out by the timeline. Waltonville with that lead with 6 to go. Stolen away by Marchetti. He comes on a breakaway the other way. Blocked from behind by Hale. What a play. Jordan Hale is so long. Blocked that shot from behind. Good defense.
Well, he's one of them kids that's long and lanky anyway, but then you look at them arms hanging down beside his waist right there. I mean, you know, he gets them extended. That's hard to shoot over.
Atchison missed a quick shot. Sanders a food section, and Waltonville says, Hale, no, on the block shot. Pretty variegated sign. Widges crosses over around Marchetti into the front court. Widges looks off the defender, rolls shot blocked by Young. Good play by Young to roll over and block that shot on the help side. He gets it to Pettigo. Pettigo across the timeline. Top of the key. Pettigo has to get it out to Marchetti in the right corner to Atchison. He tries to go baseline, cut off Phillips. Phillips steps him off again, and they're going to call foul that time on Jake Phillips. That's his 4th. Well, if you're Christopher down 19, you got to figure out a way to get to the free throw line if the clock stops, and maybe they help out to cut that deficit while the clock is not running.
Yeah, free throws will be a key here for Bearcats. You got to start somewhere. Waltonville's defense on Pettigo out front has been tremendous. And again, we've mentioned his name a lot, but watch Matt Rogers work a little bit on the top of that defense right there, and boy, he's done a very good job tonight.
Free throw miss. Rapp rebounds for Waltonville. Spartans will come the other way. We'll have a scoreboard update the next available chance we have. Rogers behind the defense, puts the ball on the floor, loses it, stolen away by Kuhn. While they sort that out on the jump ball, we would toss pass across the hour. We need to pause for station identification on the Jefferson County Basketball Showcase.
This is 50,000 watts of the award-winning Jefferson County Basketball Showcase on WMIX, Mount Vernon, Marion, O'Fallon, a Withers Broadcasting Superstation.
Jordan Hale got the inbound pass and scored quickly. 6 in the quarter, 15 in the game. It's 51-30. Waltonville by 21, their biggest lead. And that was foul. Mar Rapp took the ball away from Marchetti, and now the ball's on the floor. We got a rumble. KO timeout, Christopher. Things are beyond the chippy stage, Michael.
Went to a basketball game and rugby broke out.
We're going to drop the puck. We're going to take that 2-minute icing call. We're getting ready to drop the puck here. This last 4:54 might be exciting. Scoreboard, let's get a scoreboard in. Woodlawn beat Grayville tonight 81-31. T-Town beat Cowden Herrick 87-30. Carrier Mills beat NCOE 50-32. At the half, Marshall over Casey Westfield 29-21. And at the half, Norville leads Meridian 34-29. That scoreboard update brought to you by Scott Owens and State Farm Insurance. Dedicated to helping you get the right coverage you deserve. Give Scott Owens a call at 242-3770. Like the good neighbor, Scott Owens is there. Here it's 51-30. Waltonville on top. And Michael, the last minute or so, getting the Big Ten, the Big East have nothing on this game right now.
I tell you what, got a little ragged going right there, and I tell you what, you just don't want anybody to push and shove a little bit too much extra and get anybody hurt. But there was some definite bodies flying around right there, and Coons has done a real good job being aggressive, taking some hard-nosed picks, and Waltonville has caught the brunt end of a couple of them tonight.
Christopher is going to bring the ball up into the front court. That is Pettigo. Pettigo goes off the screen from Kuhn. Tried to pick and roll, wasn't there. Pettigo gets to Young on the left wing to Marchetti in the left corner. Step back three-pointer on the way off the front of the iron. Kuhn on the rebound, goes up with it over Rapp and scores. R.J. Kuhn gets his first point, 51-32. Christopher pressures everywhere. Rogers has it on the right side, goes up that sideline, falls down. No foul called. Marchetti has the steal. And Marchetti is fouled from behind by Rogers. One official is going to take over for the other two and settle this thing down.
I believe you're right.
That is what's going on.
The crowd's getting a little excited on both sides as well, which there's nothing wrong with that, but now we're barking at a little bit of everything right now, of every whistle, and I think they just start wanting somebody to take charge.
Free throws coming up for Marchetti. And Marchetti has a 1-on-1 down 19. His Bearcats. Free throw up and in. He'll get one more. 51-33.
That's what Chad Harper's wanting. He's wanting the Spartans to step up here and take charge in this final 5 minutes or so, which is 4:24 on the clock, and just take care of the ball. They've had two leak outs right now and just totally dribbled and lost control of the ball.
Marchetti second one up and in. So that helps Christopher. Clock stop. They knock 2 points off. They pick up full court pressure. Widges from Rogers, guarded by Atchison. Widges comes up the floor, right down the middle, double team. Widges picks up the dribble, gets it to Phillips down the lane. Phillips charges. Guess not. That's a block. Towers picks up his first. And Widges, I should say, Phillips will go line and shoot two because Christopher's got 10 fouls or more.
They knew Jake Phillips had one direction to go when he caught the ball. He was going right at the basket.
Oh, yeah. He's done that all game. Speaking of one direction to go, with 5 Jefferson County branches and responsive quality service, for all your accounts, Community First Bank would like to be the first to say, welcome back to Personal Banking, member FDIC. Phillips misses them both. Here comes Christopher, down 17 with the ball. Marchetti to Young, up left good. That didn't take long. Time out. Eric Stallman. It's 51-36. It's a 15-point lead with 4:07 to go, but Mike, they're still in this one.
Oh, absolutely they are. Now you can see, and maybe that's what Coach Stallman's been looking for, just a little light at the end of the tunnel. I mean, not much enthusiasm all game, and now all of a sudden, the Bearcats doing a little hopping and smacking around on each other a little bit right here. Cut it down to 15. 4 minutes to go. You got the Spartans in the double bonus. They missed a few bunnies along the way. They've missed a few free throws. They've had a couple of turnovers. I mean, stranger things has happened. You get a turnover here the next couple of minutes, get a couple, stick in 4, 5, 6 points right here, get it under double digits. You got an opportunity at that three-point line out there.
51-36. Waltonville by 15. Waltonville's in the double bonus. Christopher in the bonus. We're shooting free throws. Fouls everywhere.
And now if you're Waltonville, you make sure you have a couple of guys out there that's going to handle the ball a lot, knowing that Christopher is going to foul and attack you, and you've got to step up and make some free throws.
And inbound the basketball to get it into Coggins. Pressured by Towers. Coggins to Phillips. He'll come up the sideline, lose the basketball. That was a reach in by Pettigo. That's 3 on Pettigo. We'll shoot 2 down here. Phillips, this might be a Hackett Spartan.
Well, I mean, that right there was the perfect example of Jake Phillips. Now he's missed his last 4 free throws. Trey Widges had a chance to circle back around and get the ball. He did not do so. And then also, Jordan Hale went ahead and run that slip cut and went straight up the floor instead of come back to the middle of the court. He could have handled the ball there, and that's 2 of Waltonville's better free throw shooters.
Phillips at the line will shoot 2. That one is in. That one made it. That would trunk the Hackett Spartan theory. SIU beat Bradley 77-60 tonight at home. Oh, shocked by that.
Good win by the Dogs.
Well, Kentucky's up 12.5 for those of you really worried about college basketball. I am. Inside pass tipped out of bounds. Todd Dressler to our right was ready to go on that.
He had me saved right there.
He had his hands out ready to go.
Never a doubt.
Top of the key, pass out to Pettigo. Pettigo comes down the lane, running one-hander shot, no good in the foul. Pettigo will go to the line and shoot 2. I believe those whistles are going to get used now because the fact that this thing's getting a little chippy. They need to get something going. Pettigo foul, or I should say, Phillips fouls out. Phillips fouls out of the game with 9. 53-36, Waltonville by 17. This thing gets a little more interesting.
Well, they're going to miss his aggressiveness tonight. I tell you what, he was all over the board, defensively, offensively. A good performance tonight by Jake Phillips. 9 points and 3 rebounds.
Pettigo will get one more. Mount Vernon and Highland are in overtime at 56. Lady Rams and Highland. Now, what happened here? 53-36. Need a free throw made. And
violation was a lane violation, so the second one had no opportunity to count.
Here comes Widges up the sideline. Throws it out top of the key to Coggins. Coggins will dribble between the circles to Widges. Waltonville leads 53-36. Widges to the free throw line, tipped away. Bridges has it. Hale underneath all low. Christopher caught ball chasing. And Hale laid it up, didn't use the backboard. It circled the rim before it fell down. The old golf course theory, it's not how, it's how many. Towers throws the Marchetti layup good underneath. Waltonville gave that one up a little too easily. 55-38. Double team in the backcourt. Widges throws it. We have, I heard whistle somewhere. Traveling. I didn't see a mechanic. I heard a whistle. The officials in front of me couldn't see him. Was looking for a timeout. Didn't see him call the walk. Waltonville turns it over. Christopher with it. They will inbound in front of us. We sit on the stage. Inbound underneath Atchison quickly scores. And it's 55-40. Waltonville has to throw it in. Rogers to Hale. Timeout, Chad Harper. It's still 15 points. You feel like Christopher's made a lot of games, but they just haven't been able to do that.
It's just been in small pieces. It's not been anything that they've been able to sustain. The way it's been now in this middle part of the second quarter to this middle part of the third quarter, you've seen it just stretches where they do so many good things, and then they'll just seem like just fall asleep for a few seconds, and Waltonville's aggressiveness, as we've talked about all night long, up and down the floor, you know, they get 2 or 3 layups in a row and get right back where they started from.
55-40, Waltonville by 15 with 3:07 to go in the game. The Spartans have had this cushion for a while now. Christopher's battled back, got some quick baskets, but Waltonville's been able to answer and respond several times in this game. That's why they have this 15-point lead. Stay tuned for the Cessna Auto Body post-game show. We'll have scoring and stats from this one, as well as pick the Crossroads Community Hospital player of the game. Rogers, Widges, Rapp, Hale, and Coggins. Coggins throws it in to Rogers, back to Coggins to Widges. Widges around the double team, and he traveled the basketball. Yep. Widges traveled the basketball, the double team, and Christopher has it back underneath their own basket.
Yeah, he ducked his head down, Danny, and you know you can't see the floor very well when you do those things. And sure, he got bumped a little bit, but you got to keep your head up because you definitely had people as they turn it right back around.
Marchetti threw it in, Rapp tipped away. Coon steals it back for Christopher. Atchison on the right wing. He goes right baseline. Double teamed right in front of us, throws it out of bounds. We got a foul. So Atchison's going to go line and shoot 2. Both teams in a double bonus. And that foul is on number 23, Matt Rogers. That's 4 on Rogers. Some people may not see the end of this game except for the bench.
Well, I'll tell you what, he could be a piece that Spartans would not want to play with this last 2:55. Matt Rogers had a heck of a ball game so far tonight.
First free throw by Atchison up and in. He'll get one more. It's 55-41 Waltonville by 14 with 2:55 to go. Atchison will get another. All right, his second one is up and in. Atchison has 3, 2, 4 and a quarter, 6 in the game. Waltonville up the sideline. Double team Widges, throws it left side to Hale. Hale gets into the left wing to Coggins, back to Hale. Hale dribbles to between the circles. He picks it up, throws it to Coggins, to Rogers in the corner. Back to Coggins, to Hale between the circles, double team. Hale looks for a cutting wrap, and he's fouled. Foul on Towers, his second. Hale the line to shoot 2 more free throws.
Valuable seconds off the clock. And Coach Stallman's got to, he's got to make a decision. We steal the ball at half court, or we let him get across the line, take 10 seconds off, and then start fouling. So it's up to him what kind of strategy he's going to employ down this stretch. As Hale misses the free throw.
Hale misses the free throw. He'll get one more. 55-42, Waltonville by 13. Hale makes that one. Makes 1 out of 2. It's 56-42 Waltonville. Here comes Marchetti up the right side. Down the lane he goes. Left-hand layup, no good. Hale on the rebound. That might have secured it. I know Waltonville's up 14. It sounds comfortable, but we've watched this game take different turns and twists. That foul's on Towers, his third. Waltonville the other end to shoot more free throws. Coggins will go line and shoot 2. As everybody's in the double bonus. First free throw up, and no good. That's why you keep thinking at 14 this game is still rather close, because of the fact that look at what Waltonville's not been able to do at the free throw line. Coggins makes 1 out of 2. As Coggins gets his first points of the game, Christopher quickly the other way. Marchetti goes through Atchison for a 3 good. Atchison knocks down a 3. He's had a big fourth quarter. 57-45. Christopher down 12. Coggins traveled the basketball. Didn't call it. Hale with it. To Rapp. Now back to Coggins. To Rapp. Rapp holds now to Widges. Widges comes across to Hale, cutting baseline. Shot no good. Hale rebounds up and in. Gordon Hale's playing an area where some people can't get to in this game. 59-45. I don't know if that's right. 3 ball away by Marchetti is good. 59-48. Waltonville throws it the other way to Rogers behind the defense. He makes it under reverse layup. 18 for Rogers. 61-48.
You keep the flow like this, and you don't have to worry about the fouls.
1:29 to go in the game. Underneath to Young, layup good. Boy, it's fast and furious now. Points coming from everywhere. 61-50. Waltonville up 11. Hale with the basketball. 1:18 to go. Hale throws it up to Coggins at the timeline. Coggins throws it to Rogers. Left block shot fake. Young, no good. Rebound by Christopher. Here comes Pettigo. Pettigo into the front court with a minute left. Pettigo throws it left wing. Atchison. 3 ball away. No good. Front of the iron. Rebound Coggins. Hale has it, and he's fouled, and we'll go to the other end. Towers 4. Hale the other end to shoot 2 more free throws. 1:01 to go in the game. 61-50. Waltonville by 11. Hale goes the other end to shoot 2.
Nice little run right there in that minute and a half. I'll tell you, a lot of points were scored, and these free throws right here are very, very important for the Spartans. Got to be looking pretty good. Jordan Hale, good free throw shooter. He's made his last 5 out of 6 attempts and 6 second-half rebounds, 10 in the game for the junior.
Total points crazy here in the last few minutes. Jordan Hale makes the first free throw. He has 11, 12 and a quarter, 21 in the game at 62-50. Second free throw by Hale is up and in. 63-50, under a minute to go now. Pettigo dribbles into the lane. Now kicks it off Young. Wide open, misses the layup. Gets his own rebound. Puts it up over 2 people. Scores. Young has a big quarter. He's got 7 in the quarter, 17 in the game at 63-52. Hale off the inbound from Rogers up the court to Coggins on the right side. Double team foul. 2 more free throws. I've got a lot of circles in my book. Can't wait to hear how many total there are.
There's a bunch of circles here all of a sudden.
Yeah. That foul is on number 22. Eric Young Christopher, his third. Team's 110th. Being silly, that's not true. It's probably well over 10 at this point, and we don't keep track after that once he gets to 10. Coggins will get the first one. He's got 2 points. 64-52 with 41 seconds to go. Waltonville can't get out of the 12 to 16-point plateau. And Coggins makes the second. Coggins 3 of 4 from the line in the quarter, 3 points. 65-52, Christopher comes the other way. Marchetti, top of the key, pull-up three-pointer, not defended, scores. That was easy. 65-55. Hale inbounds to Coggins. He's fouled by Towers. Towers fouls out. He was a sub, no points. Coggins will go to the other end and shoot 2 more free throws with 28 seconds to go. Remember, you can follow us on Twitter at 94 Sports. Updates of games from around the area, around the state. Interesting sports stuff on there as well. Or go to our Facebook page, WMIX Sports. You can have follow scores and schedules and other information. We're running broadcast schedules coming up on WMIX. And at the line is Hunter Coggins. His first free throw is up and in. He'll get 1 more. Coggins has made 4 in a row, 4 out of 5 in the quarter.
I'd say that's why he's in there right now.
Ball handling and free throw shooting. Coggins' second free throw also good. 5 out of 6 in the quarter, 5 points in the game, 67-55. Here comes Atchison around the screen, down the lane, shot block, Hale. Boy, Jordan Hale's been a mystery eraser here tonight. Wide out, the eraser, whatever you want to use.
We can't keep every stat, but I could safely say he's had 5 or 6 blocks tonight.
Christopher inbound. Inbound to Atchison. Atchison now to Kuhn, top of the key, had to go 3 ball in the way. That's no good off the front of the iron. Widges has the rebound. He's fouled, and Widges will go the other end and shoot 2.
13.2 ticks to go.
67-55. Eric Young picks up his 4th foul for Christopher. Trey Widges will go the other end and shoot 2. He has 11. Lots of circles. Can't wait till you get the total free throws up. Widges free throw up and in. He'll get 1 more. Lady Rams on Thursday night at home against Altoff on FM with video. Friday night, Mount Vernon at home with Centralia, FM with video, which makes the second. Saturday, a doubleheader. The Lady Rams on AM 940 in the afternoon. I and somebody will make that trip to Mattoon. Then Saturday night, Lovejoy comes to Mount Vernon. Chris Hugo and I will do that game because I'm going to be running back from Mattoon. So lots of more basketball on the Saturday Sports Show on AM 940. It's on Saturday. Pettigo misses the free throw. Marchetti's going to try to foul again, and they throw Widges to the ground. Widges will go to the other end and shoot 2 free throws. Christopher down 14. I don't think Eric Stallman wanted that foul. He was not happy with his players there.
No, there's not a longer line out there for more points, so I think that was probably one that...
Now, there might be some people here wanting some more points. Now are wanting less. That's as far as we go with that.
Always an interesting concept when it gets to this point of the game.
Yes. Widges misses the first free throw. He'll have another. We got a sub in. Winchester is going to come in for Widges. It's probably get Trey out there after that last tackle. Trey got a couple yards on the carry. His free throw no good. Rebounded by Atchison. Atchison will come up. He'll shoot a running 15-footer. It's good at the horn. Their final score tonight from Waltonville in this Jefferson County Basketball Showcase game. Waltonville 69, Christopher 57. We'll step out and come back with the Spencer Auto Body postgame show. You're listening to the Jefferson County Basketball Showcase on WMIX.
Hi, Roy Schmidt, Ford dealer, Ford Square, Mount Vernon. Are you looking for real value in a compact pickup truck? Listen to this deal. Receive up to $5,000 rebate on select 2011 Ford Rangers right now at Ford Square, Mount Vernon. That is a lot of customer cash that can create a low monthly payment or just a plain low price pickup. Choose from regular cab, super cab, 2-wheel or 4-wheel drive, XL or XLT trims. We are fortunate at Ford Square to have the inventory level that we have today on the 2011 Ford Ranger. Also, the gas mileage is good too on the Ranger to make this choice a great buy. Come into Ford Square today and test drive a 2011 Ford Ranger and experience a quality compact truck. At Ford Square, Mount Vernon, 1501 Broadway in Mount Vernon, Illinois, where the best never rests.
Hello, this is Hunt Bonin with People's National Bank. People's National Bank is proud to be a family-owned bank that has served Southern Illinois for over 100 years. We take pride in offering products that are customer convenient and friendly. With free checking, online banking, CD specials, mortgage products, and many other convenient banking services, we have everything to meet your banking needs. Stop by any People's National Bank and see what banking with a family-owned bank is all about. People's National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Hey moms and dads, don't stay up at night trying to figure out how to pay for your kids' education. There's no need to worry. I send my kids to Rend Lake College. RLC offers the same high quality education as a 4-year school at a fraction of the cost. Plus, they get to stay close to home. Tuition, room, and board are like $19,000 every year at the 4 years according to the National Center for Education Statistics. At RLC, tuition, books, and supplies are only approximately $4,000. That's Math 101. And with over 100 degree and certificate programs, they have the exact courses your kids need to be well on their way to a great career. Give your college-bound child the quality education they deserve without breaking the bank. Rend Lake College is the right choice. Whether your student plans to transfer to a university or train for direct entry into the workforce, call RLC at 437-5321 to speak to a counselor. I actually logged on to rlc.edu. That's rlc.edu.
Sesser Auto Body would like to take a moment to remind everyone driving to and from the game to drive safe and be alert. Sometimes events happen beyond your control. When it does, take your vehicle to the collision pros. Sesser Auto Body is pre-approved by most insurance companies throughout Southern Illinois. This allows them to get the parts ordered quicker, getting you back on the road faster and in showroom condition. Sesser Auto Body, 602 South Park in Sesser, or call 625-3523. That's 625-3523.
This is the Jefferson County Basketball Showcase on WMIX. The Sesser Auto Body postgame show starts now.
Welcome back to Waltonville High School. Final score tonight, Waltonville 69, Christopher 57 on the Jefferson County Basketball Showcase on WMIX. This has been the Sesser Auto Body postgame show. To remind you, drive safe on the way home from the night's game. Next time you have an accident, see the collision pros at Sesser Auto Body to get back on the road faster. Sesser Auto Body, 602 South Park in Sesser. Danny Czerwinski is Mike Richardson alongside. We're figuring out stats and scoring. We'll take a break and come back and give those to you here on the Jefferson County Basketball Showcase on WMIX.
Don't miss the final days of the huge winter cleanup sale at Newell Furniture in the General Store in Woodlawn. Get 80% off Christmas and winter decor, 30 to 60% off clearance items, and 10 to 15% off everything else, including your favorite furniture from Lazy Boy, Flexsteel, Broyhill, Lane, Sealy Bedding, the Paula Deen Collection, and loads of home decor, wall decor, ceramics, clocks, mirrors, and more. It's the huge winter cleanup at Newell Furniture in the General Store in Woodlawn.
When it comes to bone and joint care, only one name should come to mind. The Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois. Your fellowship-trained physician's first priority is specialized orthopedic care, ranging from total joint replacement and spine surgery to shoulder surgery and sports medicine. Our surgeons provide a wide range of specialized treatments that are unparalleled anywhere in Southern Illinois. Located on Veterans Memorial Drive in Mount Vernon and St. Mary's Good Samaritans in campus, the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois. Discover the difference.
A Coach House Garage is money well spent on craftsmanship that's sure to get compliments.
Don't cut corners on your garage. It adds value to your home. That's why you need to see the professionals at Coach House Garages. Choose from a variety of Coach House garage designs, or they'll build one to your design. For a dealer near you, check the yellow pages in Mount Vernon, or go online to CoachHouseGarages.com.
More than just a garage. More than just a garage. It's a Coach House.
Stick a reminder on your phone. Jot it down on the calendar. Or tie a string on your finger. Don't miss the Saturday Sports Show every week after the 8 o'clock news on AM 940 and MyWithersRadio.com. Scores, guests, content, networking, knowledge, the occasional argument, yada, yada, yada. We do it all. You might say we're a little versatile. It's the Saturday Sports Show on WMIX and MyWithersRadio.com, courtesy of Crossroads Community Hospital. For more scores and insight, follow us on Twitter at 94Sports. Now back to the showcase on WMIX.
Welcome back to Waltonville High School here on the Jefferson County Basketball Showcase. As the Waltonville Spartans have defeated the Christopher Bearcats tonight, 69-57. This is the Cesar Auto Body post-game show. Sometimes things happen in an automobile that are beyond your control. When they do, take your vehicle to Cesar Auto Body. They get you back on the road quicker and in showroom condition. Cesar Auto Body, 602 South Park in Cesar. Denny Czerwinski and Mike Hugo there you go. Mike Hugo.
That would be dangerous.
And Chris Richardson up there at Mount Vernon High School. Anyway, Mike Richardson, I'll turn it over to you, and you can get the scoring and stats from this one.
Thank you very much, Danny, and for the Christopher Bearcats. See their record even up at 9-9 on the season. Overall shooting in tonight's game, 20 out of 48. They were 15 out of 34 regular shooting. Had 5 threes in the second half. They were 5 out of 11 for a total of 5 out of 14 overall behind the arc. 42%. 8 out of 15 free throwing for 53%. They committed only 6 turnovers. Well played second half by the Bearcats, just not enough firepower. Totals 19 turnovers in the game. Did a better job on the rebound in the second half. 14 rebounds to go up 11 in the first half for 25 total. 6 each for Atchison and Eric Young. Scoring for the Bearcats, R.J. Kuhn off the bench. He had a couple. Go along with 4 rebounds. And the starters did most of the scoring for the Bearcats. Merckx never shot the ball after the first half. 4 out of 4 field goals for his 8 points. 9 for Pedigo. Scott Marchetti, 10, all in the second half. Tyler Atchison had 11. And a nice quiet ball game tonight from Eric Young, the sophomore. He was 3 out of 5 free throwing, did a good job from the field. He totaled 6 rebounds, and he led the Bearcats in scoring with 17. And for the Waltonville Spartans, good overall shooting tonight. 21 out of 52 for 50%, 17 out of 33 regular, 4 of 9 behind the arc for the 50%. In the fourth quarter, and the second half shooting, most of these are in the fourth quarter, they were 18 out of 25 free throwing to go with 5 out of 10 in that first half. Ended up 23 out of 35 free throw attempts for 66%. They also had 19 turnovers, but had a rebounding edge of 1 at 26 rebounds. Leading the way there, Jordan Hale with 10, and Matt Rogers with 4. The Spartans got 4 out of 5 free throws for Hunter Coggins off the bench, and their starters did the yeoman's work this evening. Levi Rapp with 2, 9 for Jake Phillips, took care of the ball tonight. And the Spartans placed 3 guys in double digits. Trey Widges with 13, Matt Rogers with 18, and to go along with his teasing rebounds and 5 or 6 block shots on the night, Jordan Hale, the junior, the 6'6 junior, he leads the Waltonville Spartans in scoring with 22 points as Waltonville moves on and improves to 7-13 on the year with a 69-57 win over Christopher Bearcats.
And with that win, that wraps up another Jefferson County Basketball Showcase. We need to take our final break. And when we come back, we'll pick the Crossroads Community Hospital Player of the Game. You're listening to the Jefferson County Basketball Showcase on WMIX.
If your definition of local is Southern Illinois and adjacent states, pay no attention to this message. Hi, I'm Joe David Cummins, President of Community First Bank. Others advertise the message of being a local community bank. However, Community First Bank is the only local community bank exclusively serving Jefferson County with 5 locations and 5 ATMs. In short, loans and deposits stay local and benefit you.
Community First Bank with locations in Mount Vernon, Woodlawn, Dix, and Ina. Welcome back to Personal Banking. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Limited.
When an emergency happens, time is everything, and you don't want to spend that time in a waiting room. So choose Crossroads Community Hospital with our 30 minutes or less ER service pledge. The entire team is committed to working diligently to have you initially seen by a physician, physician assistant, or nurse practitioner within 30 minutes of your arrival. When minutes matter, choose the ER that doesn't waste time. Choose Crossroads Community Hospital. Visit crossroadscommunityhospital.com/faster to learn more. If you are experiencing a medical emergency, call 911. Follow us on Twitter at 94 Sports or crank us up on 94.1 FM WMIX, Mount Vernon, Marion, O'Fallon, a Withers Broadcasting Superstation.
Welcome back to Waltonville High School. One final time. Final score tonight, Waltonville beats Christopher 69-37. This is the Cesar Auto Body postgame show. Cesar Auto Body reminds you to drive safe on the way home for the ninth game. Next time you have an accident, see the collision pros at Cesar Auto Body to get back on the road faster. Cesar Auto Body, 602 South Park in Cesar. Danny Czerwinski is Mike Richardson alongside. And, Mike, we're at the point where we got to pick Crossroads Community Hospital player of the game, and you and I discussed off the air, and it was a unanimous vote.
It was, and it was a tough decision tonight, but I tell you what, his overall defense that we commented about in the third quarter, how he was playing that point on defense and really getting through picks on them against the man defense. He's a junior, 6'1". He was 4 out of 6 regular shooting, 3 for 3 behind the arc, and 1 out of 2 free throwing. And his points came at a very crucial part of the ball game. I mean, that ball game was still a 3-4 point ball game, and Matt Rogers steps up and nails a couple threes and big offensive sets, hits that one right in the start of the third quarter again to get Waltonville to break loose on that scoring barrage that took place there in that second half. So Matt Rogers, Jr., he's the Crossroads Community Hospital player of the game.
Matt Rogers, Crossroads Community Hospital player of the game. Crossroads Community Hospital, it's more than a hospital. It's what healthcare should be. And, Mike, one final thought before we wrap it up here from Waltonville and head on our merry way home this evening.
Very good effort. I thought Chad Harper's team was ready to play tonight. I think they come out and demonstrated very aggressive. We sort of touched on it lightly. I know Coach Eric Stallman would never use this as an excuse, but a trap game possibility with the conference the way it is in the Black Diamond. He's got some games after this. Might have been looking more concerned about that, but give credit to the Waltonville Spartans, taking nothing away from them. They came out and they dictated the tempo, and tempo usually wins ball games.
So we're going to wrap things up. Our next broadcast of the Jefferson County Basketball Showcase will be Monday night. Chris Hugo and I will head to Goreville High School as the Cesar-Valera Waltonville Lady Red Devils will play at Goreville on Monday night. And then on Tuesday night, Mike and I will go to Cesar-Valera as the Woodlawn Cardinals will go play the Cesar-Valera Red Devils at Cesar-Valera Tuesday night. I'm very excited about having that game on the schedule this year, as that has been kind of a very good game the last 2-3 years between those two schools.
Oh, absolutely. And then you match up that with the possibility of appearances meeting each other again this year in the Cesar Holiday Tournament. So that rematch, so you sort of got a double whammy there of rival and then also a team that knocked you out of your own championship game of your tournament. So Cesar, Chip was over here tonight scouting Waltonville and Christopher both again, so they'll be primed and ready, and, hey, it'll be great for us to get an opportunity to bring that one to our listeners.
Well, we're going to wrap things up for Mike Richardson. For Avery Parton back at the studios, I'm Denny Czerwinski, thanking all those who work at Withers Broadcasting. Thank you for listening, and good night, everybody.
Thank you for listening to the Jefferson County Basketball Showcase, sponsored by Community First Bank of the Heartland. Welcome back to Personal Banking. The Jefferson County Basketball Showcase is also sponsored in part by Crossroads Community Hospital. It's more than a hospital. It's what healthcare should be. The Collision Pros at Cesar Auto Body, Newell Furniture, and the General Store in Woodlawn, Ren Lake College. It's time. Visit your virtual counselor at rlc.edu. And by Coach House Garages, Ford Square, King City Chrysler. You can count on us. The Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois. State Farm agent Scott Owens. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. And People's National Bank. For inside information before, during, and after the game, follow us on Twitter at 94 Sports or like WMIX Sports on Facebook. We are your home for news, talk, sports, and today's hot country. WMIX.